come visit us at the website and all that shit. And Whitney has a tale about nakedness, so go.
No, it's really not that exciting. It was just that it was the first time I went to like a naked beach where everybody's naked and that kind of stuff. And
320 visitors to the site. What?
Because so I went to the bathroom and I took off my clothes. I was like, and walk out of there with my bottoms on and my hands across my chest like this. And my husband's like already down the beach, like, woo! Just doesn't care where his clothes land. And I'm like, I can't do this. It took like an hour to get me to go like this and grab a beer. Well, it was the middle of the day. So
That's pretty funny.
there's like boats going by that can't be any further than like 30 yards off of the shore, and it's March, and everybody uses the lakes up there around Austin. So it's not like there aren't boats with kids, and I'm just like, I'm uncomfortable. Like it felt wrong. It felt wrong. It was weird. I should have gone at night. When it was closed and nobody can see me.
Mommy, what's wrong with that girl? She looks like she's scared of the goats.
Oh my God.
That's good. That's good. So you're going to a naked place, is what you're saying?
I am.
At the weekend.
What?
That's exciting. You should post lots of pictures of naked Evan on the Discord channel.
Because they'll all be black, except maybe I could light up his feet with the flashlight.
I'm gonna say your camera's got a flash on it, right?
Oh, it does. It does. I love this freaking thing, and I can put it under the water and take pictures.
Sure, but just trust me, you do not want to bring a black light to any of that. Just saying.
No. Oh, heavens no. This is like what swinging turned into, isn't it?
Ew, why was this rock all sticky?
Don't want to know why that rock's all sticky.
Rock Candy Mountain.
That's horrifying. Let's all go to Candy Mountain, Charlie.
Candy Mountain, Charlie. Oh my God.
This is the land of the Rocky Mountain oysters, people on the internet. Look it up. Actually, better yet, don't look it up.
Lamb fries.
Oh my goodness. I'm pretty excited. One of the so a fond memory with my father, we were in Keystone one year whenever I was in high school, and my dad goes, yeah, let's go sit out in the hot tub over by the pool, and then we can get into the pool. And I'm like, Dad, no, freaking cold outside. And my brother and I are like, no way. And he's like, I'm telling you, it's science, guys. Come out there.
It's science.
And so we get in the hot tub, and he's like, now pick your arms up. We pick our arms up, and it's like, when all the steam comes up, we were like, just so it's fun that way. Yeah.
Meanwhile, I chainsawed through 9 inches of ice in Lake Superior in January and jumped in. So.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, years ago.
There's a festival that they do.
He's still recovering. he's still trying to coax his penis.
Exactly. No, you can audibly hear your pores slap shut though. That's damn sure.
Oh my God. Oh,
takes puckering to a whole new level there, you know.
There is a festival that they do. What is the name of the town?
Torch. Torch is the name of the town.
Evergreen or something. No, I don't know. Maybe it's Evergreen. It's close to the mountains a little bit.
I tried.
Whatever. And they do. Hold on, I can find it online real quick. Dead Man Festival, Colorado.
That sounds
Frozen Dead Guy. That's what it's called. Frozen Dead Guy Days, and it is in Nederland. That's the name of it. Nederland. And they do like coffin races, and you jump in the lake, even though it's been like frozen over, and it's like maybe thawing out at this point, maybe. Otherwise, they'll cut a hole and you jump in.
And do they weigh witches to make sure they weigh as much as a duck there?
But you know what? The story gets weirder. Do you know why they call it the Frozen Dead Guy Days? A person that lived there, his grandfather had been cryogenically frozen, and so he was keeping him in a shed in his property. And you can't keep human remains unless you have like licensing for it, and you're like a university,
Not a creep.
like that, or yeah. And so
Not a necromancer.
Yeah, the whole concept of raising a family completely changes context.
Oh!
Oh, yeah, and I forget like the total logistics of it, but essentially support was rallied around this guy to be able to keep his frozen dead dad or grandpa or something like that, and they just have a big weird festival now because of it. It's pretty funny.
That's pretty
So I
funny.
definitely recommend Netherland if you're gonna come out here. It's a little bitty town, but it's kind of in the mountains, halfway between like Boulder and
The edge of the planet.
Somewhere else.
I was like,
That's like
Nice.
the setting. The setting of the Expedition to the Barrier Peaks modules takes place right there too, right? That's
right there, right next to the spaceship.
The only people in Colorado in mobile homes that get abducted by aliens. Just saying.
I'd just like to say you need
go.
to check your booze in on the tavern chat on Discord.
Thank you.
All right, we have
I've checked mine in.
Go on mute.
meat pizza, and we have pineapple.
Ooh,
Hey,
Hawaiian and
Pineapple does not belong on pizza. It's no longer pizza.
all of them.
hello, Evan.
Everybody says hi.
Hi, everybody.
Did you hear him? He
Is he
says
ordering
hi
you
back.
pizza?
Oh, yes.
We did hear him.
Says what?
Let's see if everyone gets this. Hi, everybody.
Oh,
Hello, Dr. Evan.
Hey, Dr. Nick.
Wow.
Dr. Evan.
yeah, no.
Apparently, we're going to see
SS
pictures
first.
of him naked tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm looking forward to that.
the little PhD.
We're looking forward to seeing little Evan tomorrow on Discord when you post the pictures. It's a nice mug there, Bill.
Oh yeah. Actually, because I've been so busy and I'm such a loser, I haven't mailed you guys out yours yet. You're getting ones too, remember?
Yeah, I know. That's why I mentioned it.
Yes,
Joke on me.
because I am a complete loser. My son's is working on his Eagle project, and he started robotics, and he's on the basketball team, and he's student council that we've been driving him all over. So that's my only excuse.
Golly,
Oh,
he's
so
already
he
doing
needs to-
way more than I think I could handle by myself. That's freaking crazy.
So his aim is to make a robot that plays basketball and does other things that he needs to do.
Exactly. In his Eagle project, he's looking to try to work with my company, GE, to get a water purification system in a village in India from here.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh, wow,
good
that's
luck with
cool.
that. You know?
Yeah, but you come here. He's my eagle. My
Hi.
eagle.
Hello, what the hell is that hat, Evan? Jesus.
And you don't.
That is a tremendous.
It looks like a mugshot on a
you
milk
either have
carton.
Huh?
Yeah, right. I feel like he needs dreadlocks under that hat.
They say you need dreadlocks. Dreadlocks.
Dreadlocks. Fucking voodoo magic man. Bob Marley, you know.
Dreadlocks.
I can't freaking talk.
Hey, thing.
Yes.
Register your beer on this Chavin Chat website, damn it.
Chapin.
On the Discord, I added a thing so I knew what you were drinking.
Tavern.
Added.
So
I redesigned the Discord, isn't it pretty?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Golden Drac. You can add a Golden Drac.
Yeah.
Yeah, new Golden Drac. It didn't know
I'm
much
drinking.
discretion, though.
So how what do you mean you changed Discord? I don't
Added some icons and did a bit of restructuring.
Sweet.
Now,
Okay, so
can we do that anywhere, or is that just in the bot commands?
You can do it anywhere. I would put it in Tavern Chat, then people can see you post it.
Okay, so
Okay.
If you put it in bot commands, it's not going to alert anyone to chat.
okay, I'm going to Tavern Chat, and I'm just writing.
No, are you doing a beer or a drink?
Okay, so I'm doing hashtag
No, you're doing exclamation point.
exclamation
And
point.
then if it's a beer, you're writing the word beers and then a space in the beer name. Which is typing.
Bloody hell.
Should I put the brewery too?
No, just the name of the beer. It might or may not pick it up. It's got some, but not all.
Pinner. Because I think they'll have Oscar Blues. Oscar Blues is sold outside.
Shit,
of
I'm an
shop.
idiot. I'm doing it in Twitch. God damn.
There you are. I see you. Oh, I thought you were sending with the command.
Nah, I was kind of doing that, but I was also trying to invoke it. But fucking, it
Here's
helps if I do
another
it
name.
Discord.
If I type the beer name, does it all have to be one word?
I don't think
No.
so.
Okay. Pinner Throwback IPA.
Holy shit.
It's Beer's Bang, right?
There
Not-
you go. It's right there.
Looks like you're drinking a passion fruit pinner.
That's me. Totally. That's
I
not
thought
what
this-
I said at all, but
I
that's
thought
okay.
because we drink and we know things. Oh, looks like Bill's drinking in a different channel to us, but that's okay.
Oh yes. So, but you guys didn't tell me which one it is. Oh, is it in the Iron God one or is it in the
But you could.
actual play?
Oh, you've got a barley wine. That's exciting. No, it's in the tavern chat. I like barley wine.
It's a
good
sweet one though. It's almost a dessert beer.
There we go.
I'm a big fan of dessert beer.
Have you tried
Okay.
Founder's Canadian Breakfast Stout?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Solid.
Is it like
Amazing.
That's almost dessert too.
So I actually got
Yeah.
a few 6-packs, but they just released. Bell's just released their Hop Slam the other day.
Mm.
So that's a solid beer, a nice 10% double. It's one of the best
See,
flavors.
that's what we need. Good
It's
beer.
one of the best flavors. It's widely available.
Last
I
weekend we
had
went out to Southern Star Brewery in Conroe.
Brett?
I can't believe it doesn't know. Oh, you're not typing beers. It has to have an S on the end.
Oh.
Yes.
So I tried this one. Let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I already did Golden Drac a few days ago.
Is it beer? Is it Bang Beers or Beers Bang thing? I couldn't quite.
Bang beers?
Okay, then why didn't it?
Bang.
It's not working for me. God bless it.
Golden Drac spelt right? Yes.
Yeah, there
Oh,
it
it
goes.
is.
I had to capitalize.
Just
it.
takes a second to hunt it down.
Bloody hell!
Oh, maybe did you have to capitalize that?
I did, and then it worked.
Oh, it looks like everyone else capitalized. How interesting.
Proper name.
That's awkward.
Give it to the proper respect. That
Right?
is. All right.
Nice. There, everybody's got a beer on
I
the
like it.
chat. It's all
I like
good.
it. I like everything about that.
I
That's
like
a
it
great
too.
feature.
It's all good. Oh, I think
Oh.
so, because all we do is drink and talk and roleplay. Sometimes we roleplay, like last week where we really didn't do a lot for the first 3 hours.
Yeah. Although I am kicking myself for not offering to let the guy go for, just letting us go get the thing and not having repercussions.
Ah,
I should have tried to negotiate with
This
Mr.
is a
Invisible
long
to
oh,
go and
yes.
not because I'm
Don't worry, he'll-
really good at negotiations.
He'll come back and get you later.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. There's also the chance that the pink lady's actually going to
Oops.
go talk to him about what happened to her device since she left it with him.
Did you just type the entirety of that entire thing wrong? It's not hashtag, it's exclamation point. It goes before and there is no hashtag. Hashtags for referring to channels in Discord. All
How
bot
many?
commands start with an
How many Pop-Tart quit Stalin whatever she's had? You got to ask that.
Yeah.
Is there a quantity tag on there too, there, Hal? I mean, I think you might need to.
Yes, so it actually tracks what you're drinking. So if you actually type the command, I want to say exclamation point drinks, it will show you how many total drinks have been drank.
Mm.
Somebody wants to do that, I'll do it. Exclamation point drinks. There, 6 drinks have been consumed by the server. And then if you type exclamation point drunk,
But the server should
it
be
will
bringing
tell
us
you
the drinks.
who's drunk what. Apparently, Whitney is the most drunk.
I'd drink that.
You need to put the S on the end.
Yep.
What? No, I did it wrong.
It knew one of my beers, but not one of my other ones the other day. So I was like,
I mean, it's doing all right. I don't know where it's pulling from, but it's not a terrible little
It's,
addition, considering how much we booze on here.
Untapped.
Oh, it's Untapped.
Is it pulling from Untapped?
There we go. This is what I tried to put. That lists Dexia.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, no, that's not what I'm writing.
Lickdickia? What'd you say? What?
I see bananas foster quit
Oh,
starling.
that sounds
The thing pops
disgusting.
up, it has it spelled differently. It has banana fosters.
Well, that's
Well,
because
it's
you.
as close as possible.
That's because you spelled it wrong.
Did I
Oh,
spell it
either that
wrong?
or it's
So for
either
those
that
of
or
you,
it's pulling it from Untapped, and Untapped has it spelt wrong, which is also possible.
so for everyone, all of our listeners on audio, the MP3 podcasts, you'll want to get the Discord and check all this out because it will
It's
increase
true.
your.
They might want to do that. And the link to the Discord is now at the top of the main website at rpgmp3.com. We switched out and archived the old forum, which has been there since 2003, and actually moved officially to Discord for our textual conversation.
Yay.
Since ancient times.
Well, we are the longest running and first RPG tabletop actual play / real play / recorded bullshit and podcasting website ever.
Take that, Wizards of the Coast. Ugh.
Right? I mean, come on, Apple wasn't even podcasting when we were podcasting.
That's true.
Yeah. Don't speak too harshly about Wizards of the Coast. They're just down the road from where I work, so there could be a turf war.
Yeah. Hey, what's that red? What's that red light?
Hang on, and if they want to drop off some free shit with you, I'll be more than happy to give it away in a competition or keep it for myself.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Give what away? That's illegal online in some states. Oh, wait. No.
Right. All right. Who wants to do a nice review of what we were last time?
So
I
until
guess that means it's me then, right?
hey. Bleh. Well, we
Go
did.
for it.
Go
So,
Team Oracle.
I didn't do very much. I got my ass kicked. And then we found out that the Dreamboat Sandville is part of the Technic League.
Called it.
And
But then you think everyone's part of the Technic League.
Well, and until I know different, they probably are.
so we went after
Definition of
him.
paranoia.
We caught him. We shot him in a web. We trapped him, and we said,
Oh,
"We got you."
We also shot him, which I shot him to make him know
We did actually shoot
we
him.
we mean business.
We do.
Business.
Goodness.
Yeah, he was an adventurer until he took that arrow to a knee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's basically what happened, I think.
I did get that cease and desist order from Bethesda on that.
Now he's going to have to be a guardsman.
Nice.
No, but I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
What
I'm
else
sorry, Anita.
happened?
I interrupted you. Go ahead. You're doing
No,
great.
no. I mean, that's about where my memory gets. And then I remember getting my ass kicked.
So
That's why
he
that Banana
told us-
Foster Stout kicked in, and she just forgot everything.
he told us that the pink-haired lady, who apparently is an android, which I find very interesting,
Interesting, yes.
he overheard that she left a device in a warehouse with Ulrum Gareth, who is the allegedly leader of the Rope Fist and proprietor of Silver Desk Hall. And
Which
he
we
showed
kind of
us the
knew.
warehouse.
Which
Well,
we
yeah.
knew. I reconnoitered that before. We knew that, but we didn't know that their plans were at odds with ours, really.
Right.
Oh,
So he showed us the warehouse.
Just
We
lost
staked it
Anita.
out. We saw people going in and out.
We
We
dropped completely.
developed
Yeah. Well,
a clever ploy to distract somebody walking in that might have a key, and we killed them and took their key. And then we went in, and then there was like a rope fist, and we attacked him. And then we went in, and then there was Garam
well, we
Ulrith.
attempted to unlock the door, and then we heard that there was some commotion. We amscrayed out of the way real quick, and then they poked their head out, looked around, and went back in. So we dodged a bullet there, but then we went in through another door.
Yeah. And then let's see. Garam Ulrith went invisible, and so I webbed the corner of the room and the wall, and I think I got him in there, but we couldn't tell, and he wasn't making any sound, and then other rope fists were poking their heads in, so we kind of fought them, and Buligup was mad because he couldn't fight most things, and there was no robots to kill, and then we burnt the web to try and see if I could get Girl North, and he kind of like vanished. So then we found the device, which was apparently transmitting energy to some remote place, and we turned it off. So they think the pink-layered lady's going to come and look for it, and we are hiding out, waiting.
I think we've agreed that her plans are counter to ours at this point, and that whatever she has powering, we've just shut off. So hopefully it's not a recreational device of an adult nature, or she will come to investigate. So the thing is, this warehouse is not her contact. We are not her contact. The guy that escaped is her contact, and we still do not know where he is.
But what I know is that
back,
the device could transmit the power out to 150 miles or so. So somewhere within there is some place that was consuming power that probably what used to power the torch, and the torch didn't reignite, so we still need to go down there and fix it at some point. But we need to take care of the pink-haired lady and go fix the torch, and then probably seek out where this power was going. I think I tried to see if I could tell where it was sending it, but I couldn't.
So, shoot, I forgot where we left off, because if this...
So I think you left off just after the fun.
Right, so what... I mean, I don't know if this is retconning or what. I'm a little fuzzy. I thought that we had searched a little bit, but if... So I'm all about... This is more my wheelhouse, maybe. I'll go so far as to say it than the rest of the group. I'm more of the no loose ends, no witnesses. And it's a little bit, more...
I thought you did items from this place, so I think you must have searched.
I think Tasha found a hidden box of silver disc. I don't know if she shared that with the rest of us.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, I found where the main power generator was, but my ultimate goal is that guy escaped. I think I know where he's going, back to that casino. I was gonna balls out run to try to intercept him, like hide out by the door, assuming he's doing just double moves, like "ooh, I'm invisible" type of thing. I was gonna stake out the back door, see if it opens with no other stimuli, and just... I'm trying to have no loose ends. I'm gonna try to take him out.
Right.
I mean
So you're gonna go peep. I mean, Silver Disc Hall, the main door is reasonably busy anyway. It wouldn't be difficult for someone who is invisible just to follow someone in, and you would never know.
That I acknowledge, and I would think that's the true. However, I would think he, A, doesn't think he's being pursued, and B, would use more of a back entrance even if he was invisible. That's an assumption on my part. I fully acknowledge.
I would use a back entrance, especially if I was invisible.
I don't know. I that's my thought, right? That's
Everybody loves surprise anal.
Like, well, why would he bump into people by accident and freak out? You know, like, we have to burn the place. There's witches. I just felt a bump. No, I was just touched inappropriately. Call HR. No, but that's my thought. So I'm going to stake out like a back door that seems a reasonable entrance to this place, and I'm taking two chances. One, that I beat him there, of going full out like 4 times movement rate running, and then I'm going to just stealth out at that door. And then if I see the door open with nobody coming out, I'm just going to like run in and double stab just to see,
just stab at the
that's my thought.
Have fun assassinating the prominent local citizen.
That is true. He is a prominent local citizen. Okay, you dash over to Silver Disc Hall. You turned off this machine, so what are you going to do? Oh, you were going to steal it, weren't you?
Yeah, because I think I checked to see if I could see where it was sending the power, or what line vector type thing, but I believe so.
He was investigating it that's when I took off and bolted.
And then
right, so you're taking it. It weighs 50 pounds, so you can kind of drag it along. I'm assuming that's
his full load weight, right? 50 pounds.
Pretty much. Right? I'm a weak android wizard.
Strength of 7. He can basically haul his underwear, and that's about it.
Oh,
right?
That sucks. I think Wit's probably strong enough to lift it. And if she isn't, Buligup could do it.
I do have floating disc when I have enough spell slots to actually use it, but
Well, then you go. I'm going to say Buligup could do it, but his strength's only 10, so he probably isn't that great either.
Well, maybe there's a cart. Maybe we should open all the rest of the boxes to see if there's something else good here while we're shopping.
So you open up a few random boxes, and a lot of them appear to be empty or filled with useless nothing. It's almost like this whole warehouse is just a front.
that fits with what Whit saw, where she found the hidden box of silver discs that I don't know if she told us about or not.
The real loot is passed through Sandville.
Right. Maybe.
But we need to. I almost think we need to protect him. But
Well, only from the. I think the technically he's the only people that would know about him that would be coming after him, because supposedly Golram didn't know that he overheard the conversation between him and the pink-haired lady. So we're probably good there. But you're gone, so I can't have that conversation with you.
I am gone.
Maybe we can strap the case to Whit's tiger.
I was just looking at that.
Right.
Yeah. So Nicodemus, I would check under. Well, that's like load stuff. That's where I get that, right?
I think he'll be fine. What's his strength?
He's 14.
Well,
Yeah,
he's a quadruped,
So he's
so
stronger than.
But I think quadrupeds get like an extra half times their amount.
Sure.
Yeah.
So if you, I mean, ultimately, he's not trained to carry a load. Is the problem?
So we'll
As
send
in,
on a
there is actually,
skateboard.
I believe there's a special trick. Oh, hello. You're coming out of my phone, you little freaks.
Is there a
I think there's a trick for specifically carrying a load. Let me check.
Is there like a
It's called
hand
feed
cart?
the dead people to them. That's the trick.
Yeah. Is there like a hand cart that they might have in a warehouse for moving crates? You know.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure you can find something like that.
The class 3 loader from Aliens.
Yeah, I mean, not that I'm immediately going to fall on technology or anything, but sticks and wheels. That's pretty obtainable.
Sure, that's fair. I'm fair. You can find some kind of cart, like a hand push cart that's big enough to take it.
Ooh, now we just have to decide if we're going to hide out at Val and Conier's, which we're known to associate with, and Golram can identify us, so they might go there anyways, or Sandville's, or a other undisclosed location that we know about that we can hide it out at.
Right.
Or if we just try and cut to the chase and go attack the pink-haired lady and her people where they're probably hiding out under the mountain, under the torch, since we have to go there and relight the torch at some point anyways.
It would be the work trick if you wanted to use him to drag loads around.
Now,
You'd
is
have
that
to add the
is that a
work.
feat or is that like a animal?
What did you
handling?
say?
No, as her animal levels, it gets access to additional tricks,
Sweet.
but you can also use handle animal and time to teach it additional tricks.
She can use animal handling on me anytime. Just saying.
So is it basically an animal
Right?
companion, or?
It's a companion, yeah. It's considered an animal companion, like a druid or a ranger's animal companion. It's the same
What is
thing.
the name?
So she can actually
What's the name of the trick?
work.
Work?
It lets you, work.
OSHA compliant, union enabled labor.
Work
That's
it,
the full
girl.
name.
So basically, you train your animal to carry a load. But there's probably more tricks you want to teach him other than that, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know if that's even that's not a
example.
worthy trick, really, because we have mules and horses and shit like that.
Oh, you could easily get a horse. Take root. There's a good one.
Ooh.
Your companion extends its roots into the soil.
But it's a tiger.
But it's not
That's
a plant.
He turns a
surprisingly only plant companions.
so
can learn this trick.
she turns into a veggie tiger. There you go.
I was taking that in an entirely different way.
Except I was like friggin' poison ivy walking around. And
Sinbad in the eye of the celery. There's some shit going on there,
Nice.
Take that root.
Feed me, Seymour.
Nick Vegan is on our Twitch channel. He's probably getting all off.
Nick, he passed through to say hello because I told him to pass through. I asked him politely to pass through. Apparently, he's currently playing Monster Hunter World at home.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very appropriate.
Feed me, Seymour.
It's not that.
Who was that?
It was you. You're apparently coming through my phone unmuted.
Oh,
Oh, there he is.
I heard that they're looking to
Only I can be
remake.
so loud that I break the volume on your phone.
I heard that they were looking to remake Little Shop of Horrors, and they were going to have Lady Gaga play the lead as Seymour, quote quote, but the main lead was going to be a female this time, which is an interesting reboot. You know?
Really?
Yeah, I heard that. I don't know how much of the.
But
We'll see.
Seymour's supposed to be like nerdy and unattractive, and that's a little hard to imagine from Gaga at this point.
Are you kidding? All the things that Lady Gaga dresses as, you can't imagine that, huh? She had a dress on the red carpet made of nothing but raw steaks.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
I
you
was
know.
still turned on, so
In fact, things more turned on because after the sex, he could have a barbecue.
during Hal,
During the sex, he can have a barbecue.
you got to use that
nice.
friction for something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
Friction causes heat.
Sticks, baby.
Oh gosh, I got sticky underwear now.
Unfortunately, there's only enough friction to make them very, very rare.
That's okay. I like it rare.
My brother basically likes to take the raw meat, pass it over the flame on the way to the plate, and then that's pretty much it.
Lightly frightened is the appropriate cooking temperature.
Lightly frightened.
Yeah, it's basically
I like that.
it's-
What's that? Wipe its ass and send it in.
right. Have you guys ever seen blue steaks?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a common way to do it in Europe, particularly in France.
Yeah.
Interesting. Is that like more of a
So
composite?
basically, what happens is they take the steak, the chef puts it down his trousers for 2 minutes, and then puts it on a plate.
Right.
No, that's France. I'm talking here.
Yeah.
Blue in Texas and blue here is basically like they have a freaking 4,500 degree flame going 6 feet in the air, and they just bam put the steak in there, count to 3, flip it, count to 3, take it off, and there you go. So it's a nice
2.5.
So you look at the steak and you're like,
2.5.
that's a well cooked steak, but then you cut into it, and it's basically like there's a micron or a millimeter of cooked meat, and the rest of it's raw. But
Right.
it's like almost like
Nice.
think beef sushi. There you go. That's your
Yeah. But
Yeah.
the advantage of that is you can't actually use bad meat and do that.
no,
if you-
yeah.
You can cook the crap out of bad meat and nobody's going to get sick. But if you
You go Costco sirloin, you're gonna have the shits for a week. There you go.
I get out my welding equipment, and then I'm like, I can do this. Woo!
Yeah, don't
I
man,
do
this is
like-
my
I
meat.
do
This is
like
my weight
that.
loss program.
This is my weight loss program. It's time to order some tapeworms online.
Oh God.
I heard a cork pop. Who's the cork pop?
oh, sorry, I ran out of beer, so I'm on the whiskey.
So get onto the tavern chat, man. Put that shit on
Oh,
there. It's
but
not
I
gonna
think-
count. It's not gonna count,
that's,
right?
that's drinks, right?
You can do both. Cheers for drinks and beers for beer.
So unleaded
Like I
gasoline.
just added my next drink.
Yeah, unleaded gasoline and antifreeze is not an option, Hal. You need to update this.
You can actually add it.
It's
dude.
for,
You
it's
can
for the
totally
real
throw it in.
hardcore drinkers. Just saying.
Everclear.
I
And
think-
only Everclear.
I think I'm gonna open up and go through the rest of this Arbalor here.
Enjoy the
Oh, that's
Bertaccio.
nice. I have an Aberfeldy 12 year.
Ooh,
Quite
nice.
good.
Hey, I forgot to tell you. It's been a while, but I took your suggestion for Isle of Jura, and I liked it a lot.
Oh, what do you think?
I
Oh.
liked it. The 10-year was smoother than I expected. Kind of like you said, it's a really good price.
It's an entry level whiskey.
Yeah, but it's.
It's something you can sit and drink all night, and you're going to stand up and go, "Fuck, I've just drunk half a
I
bottle."
think that they are. I think they're sitting on a gold mine. They could price that a lot more than they do. I think it's a bargain.
Yeah,
in
it's a
disguise.
really nice, reasonably priced, not very challenging whiskey. It's a good way to get people who don't like whiskey into whiskey.
Agreed.
Like Framboise is a great way to get people that don't like beer into beer.
Exactly. Framboise is lovely. Ooh.
Goodness. Woo!
I got
Bill,
I
you're gonna.
got
We
this
were
meme. I got
playing-
this meme from Fred from Scooby Doo. He's like, "Let's see who you really are." And there's like a ghost that has White Claw as a face, and he pulls the White Claw off, and there's Zima underneath.
Shit.
So is there any loot to
That's
be had from
awful.
the rope fist that Buligup killed or any of that stuff while we're
The rope fists, they don't have a great deal on them, to be honest. They have some basic weaponry and some basic armor. Do you want to strip them naked and steal all their things?
well, I'm an adventurer, so yeah.
Actually, that's a lie. The rope fists are carrying potions of cure light wounds.
Oh.
So that's 4 potions of cure light wounds you take.
Awesome. Wit, 2 and 2.
Oh, they also each have a sun rod.
Oh,
They each have a sling with 10 bullets if you want that. Their studded leather is actually masterwork studded leather.
oh, that's
Shit. Let's take that. I just bought that shit.
Right.
And you could have rolled
Would
the
you want,
rope
would
this
you want
way.
to wear one that some guys died in?
So, like, I give a shit.
Most of our stuff's things people died in.
Yeah.
That's true.
The
And,
point is, I want to
you
wear it
have
so I don't die in it.
46 gold pieces.
All right.
48 total gold pieces, excuse me,
For what?
for what you found on the rogue fists that you just robbed.
Is anybody in the party inventory? Or should I?
I am not. It's generally your job, dude.
Hey, Whitney, we're seeing Bitcoins come into the website for people saying they're opening up an entire channel for you to do more eating like that 9.5 week style or something. I don't know what that is.
9.5. Is that
Amazing!
9.5
Chocolate
style.
sauce on breasts or something. I don't know. I read that. It's up here. Chocolate sauce. Is Hershey's okay? I don't know. Is that gluten free? I don't know. What?
I mean, I have Hershey strawberry syrup.
There you go. Go all ghetto. Use quick. There you go.
Shit.
It's actually in the powder form, and I'm just like, boom.
Dang, that's awesome.
Oh God, I love it.
Hal's like, what children did I initiate to get into this
What is
game?
going on here?
Oh, I guess we need to cut in Buligup on the Cure Light Wounds
Yeah.
potion. So
Yeah, he might like one of those. Should I give him one?
Sure.
No.
I mean, just because he's an NPC, I don't treat him like an NPC. It's like he deserves a fair cut of the loot. Senville, on the other hand, fuck
Really
that
very
guy.
sad.
I'll
You,
drink the
Senville.
I'll drink the potion while looking into his eyes and winking. Ah,
All right, I'm adding a cure light wounds to Bulligup's inventory, seeing as you kindly let him have one.
I mean, he's frontline like I am a lot, so that's all good.
I'm backline, but it was nice of you to take the hammer to the face and drop so that Verlt could come into my range of my spell.
Right. Hey,
That was pretty nice.
we all have our
Till
roles.
sprayed that Vedger pygmy.
That's right. We all have our roles, right? You're doing the control, and I'm a striker, sneak around, right? So support.
Till sprayed his ass. All right, so what are you doing?
That spray his ass. What?
You stand out. How long are you standing outside of Silver Disc Hall?
Well, I'm gonna stand out
Yeah.
there. I mean, so the sequence of events and the timing, me as a player, is a little fuzzy on. So, is it reasonable that I, balls out running, may have gotten here, quote, quote, before he did, doing a standard double move light jog? And
Maybe. I mean, if he's running, he's still invisible, even if he runs. So it's not.
that's right. So, if I'm there for like 5 minutes, and I think that, I don't know how far the distance is. Is it like a quarter mile? Is it 500
Yeah,
feet?
it's probably no more than that.
So if I'm there for like more than a few minutes, like more than 5 minutes, I'm thinking, shit, I missed him. I will start stealthing and looking in windows to see if he's like nursing wounds, getting bandaged up, talking to people, saying, "Yeah, these fuckers are, they stabbed me and they attacked our warehouse."
I got
But
you.
I'm gonna
Chances are
just
the
totally
yeah.
stealth from the outside windows. I'm gonna be peeking, being all ninja shit, right?
Oh. Hey Bill, there's no command on the Discord for exclamation point whiskey.
But I put it there just to put it there.
Chances are the
I like it.
potion will wear
If
off
you
in like
put
3 minutes. So
if you put exclamation point cheers, you can put your actual whiskey and it'll record
Oh
that.
shit! All right, I'm stupid.
It's
All right.
cheers and beers.
yeah,
Oh,
I
thank
did
you.
cheers mischief. So
So you run over there and you kind of set yourself up nearby, kind of panting a little in a doorway opposite Silver Disc Hall. There are a couple of entrances and you can't keep an eye on them all, but you do your best. Make me perception checks.
Certainly. You said checks as in plural. 1, 2.
Make me one.
Roger, Roger.
Ooh, 20, that's good. So you wait for a while and you see people coming in. and you see people going. You see the door opens and closes at the main part quite often, and you realize that it would be possible for someone to creep in after someone or before. Sometimes the door's held open by one of the people on the door for quite a significant amount of time.
Absolutely.
So you don't think it's possible. You don't see any of the side doors opening and closing particularly often. There's one or two times when somebody from like the kitchen at the back will open the door, kind of come out and throw something outside and then go back inside.
Yeah, like
But most of the time, they don't.
Okay,
Not
so
100
just before, I think I would at this point give up, quote, quote, other than,
Yeah,
this is a first story building or 2-story building?
it's a 2-story building, but the majority of it is one large hall all the way up to the top. There's like offices and kind of stuff at the back that's kind of 2-story. The main part of it's one large 2-story hall.
I
Is it
would
worth
just,
raiding and checking those areas out?
yeah, I was going to reconnoiter to see if I needed to look in windows briefly to see if there's any. I know he's invisible. I'm not stupid, but I'm kind of going to just look into different places and see.
I mean, it doesn't
Right,
last forever. Invisibility doesn't last forever.
No.
That's kind of what I thought. I mean, I do have some magical abilities, but I mean, I don't know. I can roll, but I'm thinking it's not going to last forever. Plus, if he's at a place like this, he might feel safe.
Mhm.
So I'm looking to see if he's nursing
Sure.
wounds, especially if he's in like some secret office in the upstairs. If he's got something in the downstairs, I'll spend 10, 15 minutes. I won't see anything and I'll leave.
Do you have spellcraft?
Yes.
Roll it.
Why isn't that showing? Where is that format? There it is. Okay. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh,
Damn, suck it.
You have no idea about the invisibility
Nope.
spell. You wish you knew more.
That-
You're gonna have to ask Alexander for a
That
lesson.
that's the
It's a
natural
nifty.
the natural one is something I've always wanted to do my entire life, and I tried to.
No.
You can't see me now, and I'll be like Eric the Viking, where I have a napkin over my head. And I'm like, you can't see me.
I
Ooh,
love that movie.
that's
That's
amazing movie.
invisibility to Christians.
Right?
Oh, boy.
Have you seen that
Invisibility
movie
to
with-
virgins. Why does everyone? Right. So yeah. All right. So I'm totally clueless. So I'll give up after a bit. Plus, I don't want. All I did was kind of like half yell to Tatia that I was taking off to go pursue our quarry, but I don't want anyone to think I've been like sniped or killed. So I'm going to head back to the warehouse, and if I think they're already gone, I'm going to head back to our reconnoiter point. Remember, we had that little house that we were observing this warehouse from? That's where I think
Sure.
we should spend the night or hang out, because if we go back to our regular quote quote hotel stay at the tavern, who knows? This guy might have the guards jump on us. I'm like a lot more conservative about that. I think we have due reason as to why we did what we did, but there's no point in advertising to the guards,
I'm
Sure.
glad you said that, because until you said that, I was about to say that not knowing anywhere else to go, I had assumed that Tasha and I took it back to the tavern unless she had a better idea.
We did set up not camp per se, but we did set up rest and like scouting from that, what was it, that one house that was abandoned by people,
Right.
but it had a good line of sight to the warehouse, because we observed this place for like almost a full day before we kind of did our operation.
Mhm.
I just don't want the guards coming up to the door like, we had reports that you attacked people in the warehouse. It's like, no, we didn't. The technically
What
attacked us.
people? What warehouse?
Totally the technically.
So I'm assuming I'm out of this until you guys are on camera and you're running the show, because I'm quote quote off camera doing stuff. But whenever I meet up
Sure.
with them, we can talk about our alibi / plan. But it's your show.
So where are you taking this power relay?
I don't know, Tasha, do you think we should take it back to the tavern we've
I
been
love how
staying
you
at?
call him Natasha. It's like it's stuck in your head as like Alexander the robot.
Tasha?
Well, is it Tatia or
Tatia.
It is Tatia, right?
It's Tatia.
All right.
Tasha.
Yeah. But I think Natasha's funnier because it's like he's got his like little robot brains confused.
It's just because I just want to be Boris.
Mm-hmm.
Wally.
Gee. old fucking Bullwinkle the Moose fucking reference. wasn't it?
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
was.
look! Well, look, you have 2 dials. Hey,
That was a
HR
fucking Rocky and
violation.
Bullwinkle fucking thing. Whitney, do you even know what that
Of
is?
course, Rocky Bulligup.
Okay, just checking.
Natasha and Boris. They were the bad guys on the show.
Wow, good for
I'm
her.
not 100% certain most of chat will know. We should ask them.
I thought
to,
I thought she wasn't even a shining egg in her mother's ovary. Yeah, with
Oh my
that show was.
goodness, no, if there was one thing my mom did right, it was that she never taught me anything that was cool. It was only stuff that was cool.
That's amazing.
Like, I didn't get to do any of the cool 90s kid stuff. No, I'm just kidding. But I didn't have cable until I was in high school because cable had bad shows on
Well,
it.
shit. I didn't have cable till high school because cable didn't fucking exist until high school.
Oh,
So fuck you and fuck your age.
I'd just like to throw out, I grew up in a country where I remember the 4th and 5th terrestrial TV channels going live.
Right. Your idea of cable TV was right.
Yeah,
Do you remember
we
the
didn't have
TV
cable
detector
for
vans?
years.
How about the
Well,
TV
first,
detector
yeah, we
vans?
still have TV detector vans now.
Unlicensed TV set.
Unlicensed.
That's
TV.
right.
Oh,
You need to pay a license.
there was a
sir.
whole Young Ones episode on that. It was fucking
Oh,
amazing.
yeah.
TV license.
They turn on the TV and didn't pay their license. 3 seconds later, the fuzz kicks
Yeah.
in the door, kicks in the TV. He hits them all with nightsticks. It was amazing.
Although
that's why BBC makes such good programming, because it's not beholden to bullshit that normal things are.
well,
Because it's paid for by the people for the
Yeah.
people.
well,
And it's
that they have
not
access to like every Shakespeare actor that isn't doing anything at the moment because
Right. Well, that's true. Yes, we do have a lot of actors.
I have this
like 9
I
of
have this
them.
black and white photo from Ian McKellen when he was doing, I want to say, it wasn't Hamlet. It was, God damn it. It was some one early years black and white photo. He was a young man, and it was the photo was picture of Gandalf as a first level wizard. It was fucking hilarious. He had this little sword and his little shield. He had this wife beater tank top on. He was practicing on the play on the stage. It was
Funny.
amazing.
Hey, wait. I think Evan needs to do his barbarian outfit for fair.
oh my God,
Oh.
we really need to do it.
Oh, he needs to be Bobby the Barbarian from the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon.
No.
Because he's thin and
His
scrawny
idea-
like that, right? That's amazing.
Evan, yeah, but he's not small.
Yeah, he is.
He's quite. He's too, although he's really scrawny. I'll give
Well,
you that.
I'm
Which is what he was
6'7",
gonna do
so
with-
everyone's small and scrawny.
everyone's smaller than you. Everyone's smaller than Bill.
Man, Ian McKellen was a hunk. I mean, he is now, but whoa. I'm looking at these photos of him because I just like Googled it to see if I could find like a random photo of him. But oh my goodness. His-
Holy shit!
You got to see some of the early photos of him and Patrick Stewart. They've been best friends for decades, and they're
oh,
amazing couple. I would pay good money to go and have a pub crawl with those two. Those guys are
Oh.
amazing. I would love every minute of it.
oh
I
my
still remember that the first time I really recognized Patrick Stewart was in Excalibur, and then Dune.
What?
Oh,
Oh, he
yeah.
was in Excalibur. Holy shit! What was he?
Yeah,
He was.
He was a big part, though, wasn't
yeah, he's got like
Well,
10 minutes of screen time.
He's Leon DeGrant, who
Yeah.
is Guinevere's father.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so you see him for about 10 minutes, but
Yeah, but he was he had a decent part. He was one of the early Fremens or whatever in Dune. You said, right? So or
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
no, he's not a Fremen.
Gurney?
He was Atreides, but he was
he's
there. for a long
Gurney.
time.
Yeah, he's Gurney
Gurney.
Halleck.
Yep.
Hey, strangely, I just ordered the new June board game.
Oh, did you see the Dark
And now
Tower
all
one I
need is
sent you on
26
Facebook?
Friends to play it. Yeah, I've already because Kickstarter loves me so much. I already knew about it.
So they're like, oh, here's this crackhead that wants some more shit to send it to.
You've no idea how terrible my Kickstarter habit is.
You got like that meme from Dave
It's-
Chappelle. Yo, man, you got any more of them Kickstarters? Hook me up.
It's pretty fucking bad, dude. It really is. I'm not kidding you. It's pretty
Yeah,
bad.
if you haven't sold a kidney yet, you're still good.
They just closed
Pretty
off the one
close.
for the Warden, which is the game that kicked off the
Space
spaceship
Warden.
that
Spaceship
which kicked off Metamorphosis Alpha and Barrier Peaks.
Ah,
So they just collected for that like last week.
Yeah, I
Right.
almost backed that. I was just like, I got so much going on right now to read. I was like, God, I'm not gonna.
I backed the
I
new
backed it.
Vampire the Masquerade book that they
Mm.
just did, Cult of the Blood God.
I got the PDF of that. Oh no, not the Cult of the Blood God, just the main rules. What's Cult of the Blood God? An adventure?
Oh, it's no, it's about cults that vampires follow.
Wait, isn't that what they did on Blade 1?
What, Cults of the Blood God? Yes,
Yeah.
basically. That's basically true. Yes.
So, Tatia, should we go back to the tavern with this, or the house we were staking out from, or should we be clever and go to another abandoned house where we can see the house we were staked out in to see if Kiernan comes back to that, or city guard or something?
Technically.
That's
Nanu,
fine.
Nanu.
What are you doing?
Tatia, he asked you a question.
Sorry, I was looking up more stuff on Ian
She was rubbing it out on Ian McKellen's early photos. Just admit it.
Al needs to quit.
You know, I was
being
just gonna
a
say,
pussy
you know,
and play the.
she's not quivering like
The
I thought she
Fear and
would. I
Loathing
don't know.
book.
It's crazy.
Well, because then I got interested in who the two of them have been married to, and I was like looking up stuff, and then I found a picture of them kissing because that apparently exists. And
More than one, yeah.
I
Well,
was
yeah.
sucked into it. I was like, ooh, I couldn't get out. Okay, what did you ask me? I'm sorry.
So, should we take this generator rebroadcaster thing back to the tavern, the abandoned house we were staking out the warehouse from, or another abandoned house that we can see the abandoned house that we were staking out from, in case Kiernan doesn't come back, but City Guard or Rope Fists come back? Or someplace else that you're clever enough to think of.
And is there any kind of thing we could do to make it like blend in and not visible?
Take it inside.
Well, yeah, but I mean like some sort of what could I do?
What could you do?
So could I, out of character, not being there, help Thing because his character might think of something?
You mean?
Well, I'm thinking this is a
I mean, he's
energy.
quite smart. So.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's an energy emanation of nature. It would likely be blocked and not give people headaches if it was encased in lead or sealed up somehow.
Right, but we
Stone.
turned it off so it's not giving people headaches now.
Oh, is that the effect? Does that also the effect that like no one can trace it then? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's yes. Now it's turned off. It's not going to be easily traced.
Ah, brilliant.
We just need to brush out the tracks as best we can because,
But
like,
if I
I'm sure
but if I turn on find my iPhone, I could totally get it.
Right.
I say we put it in the house that we could see from where we're staying at, but nobody else is at, but we can keep an eye on it. That way it's not with us in case anybody knows where we're at. And then maybe we should do something so that if Kiernan doesn't come back, but he finds that we've been ransacked or something like that, we can leave some sort of hint for him, lets him know what's happened.
So we leave one of those notes that says "look under the bookcase," and on the bookcase we put the note that says "look at the." Okay.
Left, look right, look up, look
This
down.
is starting to sound like fricked out Skyrim shit. Like, do I have to go through like a mini quest now?
Yes, you must bring us
Yeah,
8 apples
there's
and
some
a
side
gun
quests
mirror
you
head.
gotta do.
My wife, for some reason,
Right, and
her eyes look different.
14
and her
wolf
skin is
tones.
pale.
Yes. And cheeses. We need 6 cheeses.
I took an arrow to the knee.
All the cheeses.
Oh, Jesus. Dude, I was totally like one of those people like, I better keep that potion in case I need it later. End of the game, 600 potions.
Well, when they don't give you an inventory cap, that's just asking for it. It's
No
just
shit.
stupid not to.
Yep.
I just like money, so I sell fucking everything. Unless
Wait,
it's
you're
like a
talking Skyrim, right?
potion or something like that. What?
You're talking Skyrim, right? Because we already talked about like, you know, your undies online or whatever you were selling. That was not appropriate to saying.
What?
Are you selling your underwear online?
No, I'm selling your underwear.
Oh, he's selling her.
Things selling your
And
underwear.
I not for Skyrim, but for ESO. So yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
See,
Elder Scrolls is a little bit meaner with regards to what you can carry.
Yeah, I think like what's the max? Like 200 things or something. But it's not weighted or anything, which is nice. So it's not like you're like I can have like, Because
Right.
I just
Carry
steal
200
tons of
tables.
swords and sell them for money and like break them down for all the extra experience and stuff. So I like constantly steal lots and lots of metal.
TGM, toggle God mode. Carry
Look,
what you want.
I have like 90 great swords. Woo! Don't mind me.
So does Tatia or Buligup have skills to, try and erase the tracks that we're doing, dragging this thing in the cart? Or
Buligup can give it a shot if you ask him.
yes,
Oh,
Buligup.
you're taking
hide
the
our
whole cart.
traces.
Wow, you're an
Oh, I can't
entrepreneur.
carry it. I mean, jeez, it's like 50 pounds.
Is there anything in here that we can fashion into? Like, is there a blanket that we can put it on, and at least we could try to drag it?
You got a hand cart,
Oh,
Yeah.
we do have a hand cart. Okay, well then, what are we?
and I'm assuming you've covered it with a tarpaulin, and Buligup is working behind you to make sure that, at least initially as you leave the warehouse, the way you go is somehow concealed.
Off to
And he rolls
secret
a 20 on his
undisclosed
survival
location 2.
Secret undisclosed.
So where are you going?
Well, Tasha said to go to the place where we can see the place that we were staying.
The place that we can see the place. So like not the house that we were checking out to scout, but a house that scouts the scout house.
Yeah, the abandoned
Right.
house that we didn't go to. That
For reasons.
That's hilarious. So where are you going?
we're going to try and find another abandoned house within inside of the first abandoned house.
Oh, and just hide within all the abandoned houses.
Yeah.
Correct. Very Narnia-like.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. It's like hiding the wardrobe in the house.
Very Narnia.
So are you going back to Val's? Are
Holy
you
shit,
going to
there's
the
a
house
lion.
you were staying in?
I'd be willing to do that. We
Where
might
are
be
you
leading
going?
them to trouble, but they're meat bags. I mean,
Bags.
Let's do it. Sneaky, sneaky, bye bye. Okay, so now we're going to the house. Do we successfully get to the house?
Going to Val's?
Huh?
are we going?
to Val's?
Yeah.
He wants to know where you guys are going to take not only this 50-pound item, but where you're gonna spend the night, right? So where are you guys
That.
going?
I think we're gonna stay
That's
there.
what I'm saying.
We're gonna because we decided that we're gonna put it in a house across from ours. Have we verified that there is a space as such that exists?
I have no idea where you're going with this yet.
I'm with
I
you,
think
Hal.
I think our main choices are the abandoned house we observed the warehouse from, or Val's place of tavern.
Correct. Or a different location as yet unspecified.
Okay, well then let's go back to our hidey hole.
Abandoned house number 1.
The problem with the abandoned house is it's quite close to this warehouse, isn't it?
Okay, let's go to the tavern. You've convinced
As
me.
you were observing the warehouse from it.
That way
I
we'd
believe
know
that.
when the rope is going to check it, unless they're stealthy like thieves.
Right. Like thieves.
Well, one could ask the question, how many rope fists are left? I don't know. It's crazy.
I mean, that is true. I mean, how big was this gang originally?
Yeah, and this town's not like Greyhawk, right? It's not. It's like
No.
It's not
They're not-
massive.
they're not
No, I mean,
you know.
there's a few folk here, but it's not like ridiculously.
I'm
full
sure
of
they
people.
don't employ more than a quarter of the population of Torch.
Probably, possibly not.
So back to Val's.
Back to Val's.
Okay,
Tasha?
sure.
Okay. I'm sure 4G Mc
Connie,
would like
yeah.
to look at this thing too.
So
Right.
Hal, I'll leave it to you to determine when I quote enter the scene, because my not metagaming.
So honestly, they've taken time. So by the time you get there, you could see them kind of just heading off down the street with a cart.
So okay, that's fine. I wasn't going to
Unless you
try
waited
to.
for
I was going to
hours.
try to interrupt what they were doing, but I was going to like go back to the place where we were originally scouting the thing, not find them because they left, and then I was going to check a couple of the other houses that we had looked at to scout, out the warehouse, not find him, do this big like dramatic like eye roll, like oh my god, these rookies, and then I bet you they went back to the bloody tavern, run back there, and try to intercept them. And you're like, don't go back there. The guards are going to be like waiting for us probably, and try to get them back to where we were scouting that warehouse. I didn't think it was too close. I thought it was we could observe a good hunk of or a good side of it. I don't know what the distance was, but
You mean if the leader of the underground people that had the ill-gotten goods warehouse tells the city guard that we stole ill-gotten goods that he was holding for another person?
he wouldn't say all that detail, but yeah, you think this guy doesn't have the guard in his pocket? So
Oh, he's
we are
probably
as
got.
we are as good as on the end of a rope if we don't come up with an alibi, a story on why we were there. However, it's our word against his, so there needs to be an alibi.
You gotta wash your pizza.
Only that piece.
We were drunk at the tavern.
You gotta wash your pizza.
I know.
I've already proved I can act drunk.
Doesn't avoid culpability. Maybe I should handle this. Maybe we should just like our word against his. But the thing is we're the heroes of Torch. We're the ones working on this. We were operating on a tip that we found in our quest that was causing everyone's headaches. Hey, anyone have a headache anymore? That was us. If we pass that story out before he has a chance to sick the city guard on us, well, we have our alibi right there. We had an agent of the Technic League that we interrogated that later escaped that indicated that part of the mechanism to reignite Torch was being secured in this warehouse.
Agent of the Technically.
Plus, he's probably more the type to, take his own vengeance.
Well, I don't think we need to name names. I don't want to call this guy out. I don't want it to be like him. But if he initiates, hey, those guys attacked me in my warehouse, well then, it's all on, right?
Well, we followed some rope fists in there, and we thought they were robbing this warehouse. So
I don't know. I mean, you guys can discuss. My thought is we'll see who flinches in this game of chicken first. If he tries to get the guards against us, we need to come up with our counter proposal before Wit has too much more of what she's popping open right now and won't.
I left all my other beers upstairs. So.
She's taking her top off.
Hal's looking like Dr. Evil, and he's just like, I can't wait to see how you guys fuck this up worse.
That was Wit taking her top off as promised.
Right. Which normally she had to wear pasties, but now it's hard metal bottle caps. That seems painful.
She said on
Oak
Twitter
Spire,
that,
nice.
that if you came and watched Twitch.
That's Knob Creek. What is that again? Pull that up. Knob Creek what? Ooh.
The Oak Spire, yeah.
Wow. Oh, New Belgium. That's by
Yeah.
me. Or no, it's not. That's not New Belgium. That's the other one. That's nice. I like that.
Stick them out.
Very good.
Wow, I'm jealous. That looks amazing.
New Belgium's by me.
Hey,
Yeah.
Oh,
No, is that
move
oak?
on.
Is that oak aged or something? That looks really, really good.
Oak Spire.
Wow, that's nice.
That's more like it. Hello, Hall. You should do that on camera.
Thanks, Whit. Wow, I'm jelly.
Hello.
I'm glad it worked. Hall's back.
Hey.
Why is my sock in the living room?
Oh, Weasley been killing your socks again.
Damn it.
That's actually pretty dang good.
Ooh.
Gosh
Her-
darn diddly.
Her eyes are crossing, listeners. Just saying, she's swaying. There might actually be a top being removed. I don't know.
I
It's
have
great.
such teeny weeny eyes. I have that. I'm like the one
Da,
person.
da, da.
You know that one emoji or emote, like when you do your me. I'm the girl that has the little moon eyes like that,
Talk about freaky eyes. I'm the one with the freaky eyes.
with
I had-
nothing on the bottom, because I'm like, I smile and they just go by.
You're like those anime girls that are like, "Squee," like you just have the. So whenever her character like gets hit with a sword, she immediately expels 24 pints of blood, like typical.
There you go.
You know,
Shit.
Big rivers of tears come down my face.
Hal's like, what did I get myself into? All right. So,
Good.
so,
I'm just sat
so-
on the internet, just
so,
hanging out
so
right
these
now.
these guys have a cart going a la Bill and Frodo style down a freaking mud lane down
It
this
comes in
road.
pints.
And I'm gonna be like, you guys are so rookie. Oh, hey, wait, what are you doing?
Your
Get
Bring
back.
up your
We're taking it back home.
I'm not quite dead
We're
yet.
safe.
Woo!
I thought if we brought attention to ourselves, then maybe nobody would notice.
I'm gonna try to motion them back to someplace where we were scouting. I want to go back to that house that we were reconnoitering from. That said, you indicated that it was pretty close. I don't want to be like 100, inches from it or anything. I want to be, I want to see the place.
The house wasn't far from there because you were using it as a place to actually watch this building.
Sure.
So you're only going to be like at best like an alleyway away.
Oh,
or
okay.
Cat corner too.
I guess
I
it
mean,
is.
if you're actually taking, if you're going to take this thing somewhere else, then you're going to need to actually take it somewhere else.
Well, if they've got a cart and they're pulling it, I'm gonna run and try to reconnoiter a couple of those abandoned houses. I heard a slap. Was there a slapped ass going on there? What was that?
No, that was Leah looking for the Aberfeldy and banging the box and wondering where it had gone.
Oh, I thought there was.
When it's in my hand because I'm gaming with you and
I
And
thought
you
there
need
was.
to drink.
I thought there was butt spanking going on. I was like, oh, well, hey, turn off your camera. Just to warn you.
No, that wasn't ass
no
sound.
spanking going on. Hey, how's it going? Oh, it's a big glass of Aberfeldy.
Let's
right
fucking move. Let's go somewhere. Let's do something. Okay, so
I do want to hook up with you guys at Gen Con or
Yeah,
something somewhere.
there. This is the
Gary.
Deanston.
Yes, no.
I do need to make it there sometime soon.
Well, I don't want to. I'll just say
Yeah,
I'm game
absolutely.
for it, and I don't want to pressure you because I feel like that one time you and I were chatting, I felt like you
Good one.
were. I didn't want to like freak you out and be like, oh God, I don't want to go because
Oh, no,
anxiety. So
No, I'm
I felt bad.
introverted enough that I hate committing to things, but then I
I
was
can hear you.
looking forward to it, and then I got sick like the day my flight was going to leave.
sure, I was just hoping I wasn't the one that made you
I'm
sick
waiting for
for
Whitney to
anxiety.
Oh, no.
use glue.
No, Jen was saying she wanted to hang out all
Yeah,
there and stuff. I was all excited about it.
Yeah, in fact, Lockhart and I were gonna share a hotel room one time, and he had to back out because I was like, "Hey, I'll fund it. I don't care. Like, just hang out with me. You can stay there." And he was all gung ho for it, and then he had to back out at the last minute.
Yeah, Zoe's actually looking for people to GM Demon Hunter sessions, and they're offering
Hey,
full-day passes for it.
Hunter.
I,
I
you
could
know,
jam that.
I've seen that,
Yeah.
and I wanted to take him up on that because I did a Demon Hunter game, and I want to say, God, who was it? Jen DeTroyer from DCC, I think. GM did.
how does
I'm not sure why.
I'm trying to make your name, and I was like, which direction is she seeing it from her side? I think you're probably looking at it like this,
It was a
right?
horrible UHer.
What's this?
Is this correct?
Why? How on earth does that say UH?
That's
Whoa,
what it doesn't.
whoa!
Duh!
That's
Rolling
good.
sides, cougs.
No, that's not what that is. That's two in the pink, one in the stink. You guys are a little sexual here.
That is right. That is exactly what
Finger
this
bang.
is.
That's a finger bang.
That is the shocker. Yes,
Shocker,
apparently.
exactly.
Gonna finger bang.
So
Why
the
is that
story.
their stupid symbol?
All right, Hal, did
Well,
you
the
put the
story-
explicit symbol on the podcast yet? I'm just.
Always have the explicit symbol on the. So the story behind the symbol is that the one of their original actual cougars lost a toe. So that's what it actually is.
It's a horrible
It's a
reason to
cougar
have
with a
symbol.
lost toe.
God damn it.
I like the finger bang better. I don't know, just saying. It evokes better imagery.
Now you feel bad.
Sign of the maimed cougar.
Just don't read chat. That's all I'm saying.
Do what?
Let's say all I want to see is like Leah in the background without you seeing Hal is like putting on this like rubber glove and snapping it and like
Well,
reaching
Three
up
in
from
the
the
cloaca.
chat, so.
Oh my god.
3 in the cloaca.
Oh, stop that. You actually going to do something this session? Or are you
Yes.
just going to
Come on, guys.
drink and talk about creating?
On tap.
Apparently, we're in the street tugging this cart back and forth, trying to decide where to go.
I brought you back to our scout area and try to get to an area where we can, basically an abandoned house where we can hide.
Hidden
Okay.
and discuss things further because this is a temporary option.
So
Right,
we
it's
should
more-
keep an eye out for those rope fists that are watching us now that Golrum's had plenty of time to send out more people to, scout us. Or
Garmin.
yeah, him,
That's
GPS
fair.
man.
If you guys want to find we already looked at abandoned houses before. I'll just whisper to you guys to like go find one, and as you're on your way there, I'll just hang back and see if anyone's trying to follow us. I'll like hide in one of those brush trees or whatever and see if
look out.
anyone's
Or
anyone
we
starts to
could-
kind of like follow our group. I'll just
Or we
follow
could go to
them.
Sandville's in case shit goes down.
I'd rather not implicate him further. He's done us a solid, and I want to keep him as more of an ally than an adversary.
Okay.
And the less he knows
Well,
about where we're at
Sandville.
and what we're up to, the better. I just think we're Spectre team now, or Shadows.
To the nondescript third abandoned house on the left.
Never bet with a Sicilian when death is on the line. All right. So
This is my favorite abandoned house on the Citadel.
so I have no idea if those people if anyone's following us or not, but that's a very valid point. We're sitting here bitching. I'm like, you rookies, take this shit and get it over there. You're in the middle of the street.
Where are you taking this shit?
It's like Frankenstein and Igor with young Frankenstein with the whole dead guy in the middle of the road.
Werewolf.
It's like stomp with the foot. Point this way. Go fucking that way. It's like these guys totally don't understand the nuances of stealth. And I'm like doing this eye rub, temple rub, like, oh my god.
We're going to some theoretically abandoned house.
Which is where?
Well, you tell us, because we had seen two houses before we picked the one that had a better view of some of the doors. And I don't know what that
Sure.
was. It was theater of the mind.
I mean,
So
So,
There was
so
abandoned
let's,
house.
let's think about let's think. I mean, let's think about this logically. You could leave this thing in an abandoned house, or you could leave it somewhere where you're going to be a lot and know the people that are.
that also know that we're there and also go through our shit like Sandville did.
Well, but now he
Right,
won't do that
fucking
because he'll be
Sandville.
with us. But Conir can probably take care of himself, and Val can at least thump on a robot.
See, my thinking is very, very short.
Right.
My thinking is very, very short term. I'm worried about the guard being mobilized tonight to apprehend us based on, hey, I'm rich and I have all the city guard
We
paid
need to
off.
find some kind of cover to come up with a temporary plan of some kind, but we need to get to wherever that
Like,
There's like what?
officially, we were underground, under torch, as part of our normal operation. That's where we were tonight. That's where we were. Why we weren't at the tavern to sleep. Does that sound?
But we were, well, yeah, I guess we were at the tavern yesterday celebrating. So yeah.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
then we went to we went on a tip to extricate one of the items that was causing Torch to, like, one of the pieces of equipment that we, as part of our quest, found as part of the puzzle to reignite Torch, and went to extricate it. And then we'll just basically implicate that, pink-haired android, basically saying, she's been implicated and that she had this held in this warehouse. And unbeknownst to the warehouse people, we're going to give this guy that escaped an out, saying,
So
unbeknownst to the warehouse, they didn't know what they were holding. How would they know? But this is what is one of the things that is needed to reignite Torch.
so we should go back to the tavern and hold up like nothing bad happened. If they happen to come at you, spin them a yarn.
I agree with that, but not tonight. It's too soon after our little webbing. You you spooged all over the whole room, like all over the place, and there's like your DNAs everywhere, right? So we have to-
Okay, so we go to a house, sleep for the night, I regain spells, and then we go to the tavern.
right. We come back after. Oh gosh, we were beat up a lot underground, and we just got back.
Okay,
I'm not telling you guys we're a committee here, right? I'm just saying that I think that's the best bet to cover our butts from different angles.
I think you're our skullduggery expert, so I will bow to the face of your weeks of extra experience.
So
Awareness.
Hal, I'm gonna just basically like repeat it ad nauseum to Alexander. So what did I say? So this is the plan. This is what we're gonna do. So what's the plan? This is what we're gonna do. Just so that he,
Okay,
because he
what's the
sucks
plan?
at the whole
The
concept of
plan.
lying.
So
I
you're
believe-
going
I
to
bel-
an abandoned place to rest,
For the
and
night.
then you're returning to Val's in the morning.
Yes,
Yes.
carrying a cart with a large crate on it that hopefully nobody will notice in the daylight.
Covered.
Okay,
Yeah.
so do you want to make
We're gonna
me-
pretend that we extricated it from the ruin. So that's where we
Sounds
were
good.
coming from.
Sounds very good.
In fact, at Dark 100 before daybreak, I think what we're going to do is we're going to Buligup and I will cover our tracks as Tatia carries the cart to essentially the entrance to the caves, and then we're going to not cover our tracks and push the cart from the entrance of the caves up to the tavern. Make
So
it
we're
look
going
like
to the lake and back.
Yeah, basically make it look like we took this cart, we had it parked there, we loaded this crap on from just to add to the deception, right? Like, oh look, there's the trails from the cart that we took all the way up from the entrance all the way to the tavern.
I could go back to the tavern and get our tax to pull the cart.
Yeah, it's a cunning.
Well, wait, why don't we just take the cart? Do we really need to have it loaded? Can we go drop that stuff off? Can we just use something to make tracks?
Well,
Obviously more
the-
convincing.
The deception was that we found this underground and that we had a cart that we took it from the entrance. If they follow the tracks from this nondescript house to the tavern, it'll be like, what the hell? This doesn't add up.
Well,
That's
I
my
get
thought.
that, but I'm just saying, like, do we actually need this cart in order to be able to make those tracks, or can we just make it easier, stash the cart away, and go make tracks?
I like it. Good call.
Okay.
It's Buligup is stronger, or you're stronger. Someone carries it. That's brilliant. I like it.
Buligup's a dex guy.
Well,
He is a dex guy.
we'll find a way to carry it. I'm not that weak. I'm pretty strong. I got like a 13, 14
If we
strength.
sleep for the night, I can prepare a floating disc tomorrow and just float the crate.
What? Oh yeah. I mean, well,
It's not that.
that's true. Yeah, it's 50 pounds, but it's heavy for him, Hal. He's got a 7 strength. He barely can lift his wood in the morning, right? I mean,
True.
That's why I have our tax.
our tax. I just can't. I can't even. It ruins my
But,
childhood.
it's too soon, dude. It's too
It's too soon. That's amazing. Okay, I mean
It's fine.
that's
So what's the actual plan?
so we're gonna carry it.
Someone summarize in less than 30 words.
Ditch the
Yeah.
cart. Ditch the cart. Put it
Uh-huh.
back. Put it back in the warehouse, so like we never touched it.
Okay.
And then cover our tracks to our house to sleep overnight.
Okay.
And then in the morning,
Okay.
we're going to pretend that our tracks led from the underground to the tavern. And then that's where we're going to physically carry this thing, saying, hey, look what we found under the ground.
Okay, you've lost me. You're going to a place to rest.
Yes.
Yes.
Then you're going to rest.
Yep.
And then what's
In the
happening?
wee
Where
hours,
are you going?
we take it to the lake and then carry it from the lake to the tavern, so it looks like we took it from where we've been adventuring.
So we're going to cover our, we're going to cover
like you brought it out from the ship.
right.
Yes.
We're going to cover our tracks from the house to this entranceway, but then we're not going to cover our tracks from the entranceway to the tavern. Like stomp, 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 mud, stomp, stomp. Oh, look what we carried.
Gotcha.
That's why he's in charge of skullduggery.
Well, he lost me long ago. So.
Well, it's
okay. Fair enough.
it's a plan.
This happens. Congratulations. Well done. It happened.
Woohoo!
So no guards, knock, 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 or nobody asking questions.
Yeah.
Is there breakfast available at the tavern? You know, something, you know,
Sure.
Continental only.
Sure, there's breakfast.
Cheese Danishes only. You.
I love those things. I
You
run
know
over
what?
and I grab a bunch of cheese danishes and start shoving them in my face. Look up and I'm like,
How do you have your figure? I mean, I just I don't understand it.
What? Hang on. One of the faculty where we used to work once described Whitney as, do you know on Star Trek where there's that alien race that's just about to explode into like a ball of energy? That's what Whitney's like.
So I had University of Michigan Hospital monitoring me when I was 13. My metabolism was almost 5 times faster than normal. I was eating 9,000 calories a day to keep from losing weight.
Really?
I got the 6'7" by age 13, and I was 165 pounds.
good
That's crazy.
Lord.
Wow.
That's why
So-
you're eating so much food.
So I ate so much food. My mother almost had to open a trust fund. It was nuts. But-
Shit.
But then it's like I couldn't put on good weight, right? Like I was just so skinny. But then I was older, about 20. I started kickboxing, doing all these physical activities. I was like doing some military prep training. I started getting, but then it was like I still couldn't put on weight. And then I started putting on a lot of good weight, a lot of muscle, getting a lot stronger. I was 210, and I think I was bench pressing like 280 or something.
Jesus.
But I still looked practically anorexic. I just had I had like, I don't even know what, like 2% body fat, right?
Oh yeah, 200 pounds across 6'7", yeah.
Yeah, but then it was like around age 26, my metabolism stopped like someone jumping on the brakes. And then it's like I started putting on better weight, good weight, and not such good weight. But I mean, I'm sorry, but like practically 15 years of eating 9,000 calories a day like takes its toll. So I was like starting to put on bad weight. So I mean,
Oh God.
so
Yeah.
I'm like 48 and I weigh 225, which isn't obese, but I could lose a few pounds, I guess. But that's my story of like metabolism can be nuts when you're younger, and my son is starting to show that. Like I had my normal body temperature was 102, 103.
Good.
It's not metabolism with Whitney. It's the fact that she never stopped.
Yeah,
Me?
this was all fun.
Whitney's like a hummingbird.
Except
She can fly backwards. What?
no. Woo! No, until I think of myself as like I go great until I crash because all of a sudden you're like, what happened to Whitney? And I'm like,
She's like the robot in Lost in Space when the power pack is pulled. Like, warning, Robinson, warning.
what? Just right there.
All right, so before that happens, we're scot-free, but we know somebody knows the gig is up. So we have the advantage knowing that they don't want their cover blown, but they have the advantage knowing we did naughty.
Right. But also, if you think about it,
They want
stuff that
payback.
was in that warehouse, it was clearly not a real warehouse. It was clearly a job for somebody that was not the most salubrious of people.
Yes.
So chances of them telling anyone official is not actually going to matter.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Happen.
Telling people officially, I was more worried about paid off guards.
And
Now
they got
fact-
paid to guard it. How much more effort they need to go to is.
So we have this thing. What do we want to do with it now that we've got it?
No, this is the dangerous part. I just want to highlight. I was worried about official reprisals. Now that we know that official reprisals are not happening, I'm more worried because unofficial reprisals are coming, which means so we have to post guards at night. I volunteered to sit at Tatia's bedside to protect her, from the bad evil people.
Aw.
Just because that's how chivalrous I am. But so tonight, so we're fine. So it's the morning. We go and get breakfast like nothing's happened. Yay! We did another. Oh my God, we're so tired. Oh, the adventuring. We found this thing. We need to talk to the city council.
Sure.
And
out-
Conir and
So Tatia's got the ins on that, right? Because I'm the back seat to that. Because I'm like,
So you're going to talk
I'm
to
Trevor.
well,
I'm
Kunir
Trevor
Bain is-
Smiles, the bizarre helper with the merchants. I'm not anybody important.
Kunir is still recovering, but he's also just finishing up that part. You probably want to go talk to Golga Fredert, who is the dwarven gentleman who is on the council.
Okay.
I thought
Lady,
it was
right?
a woman. I thought it was a woman. Yeah.
Excuse me, it's difficult to tell when they're dwarves.
It's the beard. It's linked to the beard.
I'll have to hang on. Let me check.
well, and this thing's worth serious coin, but we might be able to use it ourselves later too.
Well, I mean, Alexander, do you have
She
a? Did
doesn't
you have,
have a beard. She has a grumpy fat face.
She does have
So,
that. She is a female. I mean, my apologies. My apologies, Councillor Fredert. You're ugly.
I'm
looking
sure
lady.
the feminist dwarven lobby in
Hey, I'm not
Washington will be
judging.
writing you
If she,
shortly.
if she wants to look like a grumpy ass man, that's her.
So,
Hey,
Alexander, if you had enough time to look this over, does this pose a threat, or is it something that could overload? Or I'm actually worried about it being taken by people. I don't think we should let the council, too many in the council, know about this. How well do we trust this this dwarven woman? I don't think we should let too many others know. We should have this on the QT.
Well, I believe the standing agreement was we get to keep what we take from our expedition. So
Well, do we let them know, or do we let them know that we know of an artifact that is a piece of the puzzle to reignite Torch and that we've secured it safely?
I think we let them know we think we turned off what was making the headaches. We still have to reignite the torch.
So, what do you guys think about ye old treasure map? Bury it somewhere and have us know where it's at, and then no physical record of it.
Well,
If we all know where it's buried, I just think this is a risk. Someone's going to come after this.
Does Kinnear or Val have smuggling compartments we could hide that in? In the storage compartments of the tavern or something to.
In case Imperials board our vessel.
Yeah. Hide amongst crates of wine or whatever the.
I mean, really, if it's off, have you been able to determine with detect magic or otherwise? I mean, this is finger wiggling stuff. Have you been able to determine that it's really off?
It's not magical, and as far as I can tell, it's inert. I mean, I did a 28 knowledge engineering when I first tried to figure out what it was, so I'm pretty sure I know how it works.
So back where I come from, a lot of people
Where I come from, it's
a lot of
cold
people
and
are
chicken. Where I come from, a lot of front porch sitting.
okay. Where I come from, there's a lot of people that were captured by bounty hunters based on locate object. So is that something that could circumvent this? Could someone find it by that if they're familiar with it?
Possibly if they have that high level spell.
I don't know anything about that, but if somebody like the pink-haired lady has that at her command, could they find this? That's why I'm still thinking lead's our best bet. Let's get some
I'm pretty
lead.
sure locate object you need like fairly unique items. I mean, this is somewhat unique, but
Well, but if someone's familiar with it, I mean, hey, all of our youth at a young age are fed lead. I mean, we all turn okay. So
It's true.
it is nigh undetectable.
okay, I'll leave it to you. You're the expert. I just think that we don't want this to be too obvious.
Okay, so right now, I guess, are we discussing whether or not I should go to talk to Dolga? What reasons do we feel like we have to trust her with this information? It doesn't feel like we really need to trust her with this information. We just kind of want to go tell her our cover story, and I'm pretty cool with doing that. So
I think only if we want to tell her stuff to get credit for banishing the headaches, assuming they're now gone.
Yep.
Otherwise, she doesn't really need to know about this. We just have got a little more loot and are prepared to go lower as soon as Conir finishes fixing the part.
Yep. My Tatia, that's amazing. That's exactly what I was thinking. I think two things. One, we were underground all night, and that's where we were at, and that we ended the headaches. Number two,
yeah,
and that we have we have part of the puzzle to reignite torch, but not all of it. And she doesn't need to know. She doesn't need to know the details of. Oh, we have a power generator or a box or whatever.
It's not a generator. It's like a transmitter for generated power.
I could
So it sends the
essentially
generator power
tell her
elsewhere.
that it would be difficult to explain, but that we could explain it later, or
Yeah,
maybe
she
just
does-
somehow
she-
convince her that it's for her better good to not
TMI.
know,
She doesn't
or
need to know. She doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, we were underground and we were adventuring overnight. We came back and we were able to end the headaches, but that's only part of the puzzle to reignite torch. But we're making progress and we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
That sounds great.
That sounds great. I'm
Now
kiddo.
that's gonna like rely on your charisma and blah blah blah
Which
deception.
in character form I have lots of. In real life, I have 0.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what your character's deception is. I can help out with I have a decent
Diplomacy.
skill on that.
Bluff?
Bluff.
Are you trying to bluff someone?
Well, I mean, we're sort of half lying, but not half lying. So I think it would be a
feel
bluff check.
comfort without telling her the whole truth and letting her know that there's monsters under
Yeah.
her bed.
Like I have a +6, and I think I'm pretty good at bluff.
Wait,
So
what's your diplomacy?
Mine's
here's
+5.
mine.
Hmm?
My bluff is 4. My diplomacy is 10.
Damn. So I'm the bluffer. She's the diplomacy.
I am.
She's got the hips. Really.
So while they're
mine aren't
doing that,
bad,
they're
but-
leaving me unsupervised, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Alexander's unsupervised except for Buligup. He's got his tongue around you.
So I can go to the forge and try and give Conir Bane helpful suggestions on how to fix the part and
helpful
stuff.
hints on how to do that
Yeah.
thing.
Do that thing.
He's very appreciative of your helpful hints.
I think it
He'll let
goes
you
more this
hold.
way and
He
just,
lets you hold several tools.
Oh, hold this tool. It's part of the training.
that's heavy.
You're a journeyman
Right?
now.
It's- Yeah, no matter what it is, it's heavy.
Is it supposed to pulse like this? All right, I pause for edit. I need to use the bio break mechanism.
Okay, we're pausing for you.
Well, you guys go ahead. I am off camera, but I just want to let you know I'm off camera.
So what do you got? Wait, why am I only seeing your left shoulder? That's better. Thank you.
She slid over when she started spraying something or other.
Yes.
What are you spraying? Hi, Whit. So, what are you doing? You're with Alexander is playing with Conir. Are we waiting for Bill to get back so you can talk?
I noticed
to,
you can be
Val?
more efficient if you moved your rivets over here and you moved.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
You know that.
You've heard...
It's a doggy.
Are you patting your dog? Because all I can see is some yellow thing that's in the middle of the camera.
Oh, yes, my doggy is right there. That's my dog.
Okay, all I can see is the very side of your head and your arm.
Yeah.
And then, oh, there he is. Ditto, right?
Ditto.
Hello, Ditto.
Oh, look, he got up when he's like, Mom, you said my name.
Hey,
Mom, I
Mom.
love you. You said my name. You said my name, Mom. You said my name. Oh, look, he came. He's all the way down here now. He's got to be near Mom. If Mom starts talking about him, he's like, Mom, I love you. I gotta be with you.
Bob, I love you.
Oh my god!
I love
You should
you,
do a
Bob.
character. You should do a character with that voice.
I would love to do a character with that voice. That would be a great voice. I could do that. Oh, good. Lots
So-
of voices.
What's the actual plan?
Occasionally he's a beetle. I like to pretend he's Ringo.
Oh my god, that's actually not terrible.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. That's not awful. Not awful. It's slightly awful, but it's not very awful. So the plan is you're going to persuade Val that this thing just needs looking after, and you're going to go do your job.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Do I succeed or do I need to roll at that?
I mean, what are you telling her?
I'm just gonna tell her, hey, we back. We figured out what part of the problem was, but we still have a little bit more work to do. And that's it.
So what are you doing with the power relay?
She doesn't know that the power relay is a thing.
I think
Where
we're
are
going
you
to see
putting the power relay?
if Val has storage room for the tavern where we could, shove that down amongst the kegs and bottles. And
I mean,
Are we gonna let Val know that we have it and do that? Are we confident that they'll protect it, or do we want to go with this like bury it in the dirt sort of scenario, or go find like a convenient boulder and like?
bury it by a tree.
I think that's going to be as easy for somebody to find as anything else.
Okay, so might as well have somebody guarding it. Okay, so who is it that we trust enough to do that? Do we say that it's him?
Sanville.
Val or Kinnear, it's worth it's worth its weight to the Technic League probably. So
I mean, Sanville might do it.
Well, even if he would, it still makes him more vulnerable because of his connections.
Mm-hmm. So there's a back room in the tavern she could put it in. The forge itself is one massive open building, and her house is her house.
Okay, so then let's put it in you said the tavern. Where is it at in the tavern?
You could put it in the back room here. Blah, blah, blah. Hold on, I'm on the wrong screen. You could put it in the back room. Hinya?
okay,
Did you see that?
yeah,
Yeah.
Hinya?
not too many
Okay.
people go in there, I guess. So
No, that's basically like the kitchen / back room area. And you could hide it under a box or tuck it under something if you think it needs to be kind of hidden away. And she's happy to help you. She's more than happy to help with what you're doing.
We must eliminate her because she knows where it's at.
I'd just like to say Hall's cooking, and this makes me incredibly happy.
Aww.
Woody
Wow.
check.
Mostly
Woody check.
because all I've had is coffee most of the day.
Oh, that's sad.
So
I know, right? I
I
had
am
one
sad.
wall of meetings full of stupid people.
I'm even more sad by that.
Mm-hmm. So you hide the power relay. What are you saying to Val? You're telling her that you came out last night, you found this thing, it needs to be protected, but you're going back in.
right, expensive piece of tech we need to check out later.
Is that just for me? No, really? Holy shit, look at this.
Oh, charcuterie plate.
Charcuterie.
Cheese.
Holy shit, Hall, this is legit.
I got pizza. You need to talk to my man.
This has
Just
bacon
kidding.
on
That's
it.
exactly what I asked.
Actual bacon.
Leah, we all love you too.
Right? Hall, apparently they want you to go to Michigan and Seattle and take you one of these.
Okay.
She says, okay, just pay for the flights.
There you go. Ooh,
Olives.
no. Just hold on. When can she fly by herself?
I was gonna say, pay by the flight. She can fucking fly herself, man.
Have you priced airplane fuel?
I just disapparate everywhere. Fuck that flying shit.
It's true.
I just like Nightcrawler Banff everywhere. That's what I do.
That would be really cool.
I do work down the street from one of the Boeing plants.
Uh,
I work at GE Aviation. We had a guy in our division that was the #2 flyer on the planet last year.
what?
He spent
Flyer as in pilot.
no fly as in like he spent more time off the Earth than he was on the Earth the whole year. He was in the plane more times than he was on the ground.
What?
Nuts.
It's I love when your camera zooms up.
They would they would show up wherever he was at with a limo, and then like take him right to the edge of the plane, and he would just get on the plane and go wherever. There was one time where he landed, was on a phone, didn't even get off the step of the plane, turned back, and they had to fly out again. It was just crazy. Like they had to refuel.
My dad used to have shit like that. At one point, he was one of the top 100 flyers through Heathrow Airport, so we had a concierge to help him get through the airport.
Wow.
He was with IBM, right?
He was with several business consulting companies.
The
He
oil
finished
industry.
out with Accenture,
Mhm.
but he
So
was
we-
flying a lot.
So we hid our shit back there, and I was trying to see if there was any kind of like cloaking thing that Alexander could learn, or something like, I don't know, but it doesn't seem like there is something that I can.
Hiding in plain sight's usually the best bet. You cloak it with some auto magical kung fu, and then that is detected, and then people.
Well, I mean, there's obscure object type spells, but I didn't detect any magic from it. But if there is such spells that they would have put on it, they would still be in effect now because they didn't want it found in the warehouse. The fact that nobody found it in the warehouse, even though the headaches were all centered there, I'm guessing means that
Well, I don't know if the headaches in this device worked like a fob, so.
You only picked up the headaches much more strongly when you were right next to it.
yeah. So I'm guessing it's fairly discreet.
Turned off, it doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So we're just gonna put it in there. We're gonna throw some like sacks of flour on top of it. And
No, pink ladies' underwear. No one will ever touch that. Or purse. No one touches a purse. Put it there.
I mean, Thing would do that.
We can give it the thing. We give it to Alexander, because Alexander, this is. I can touch this.
So it's
Kryptonite.
essentially priceless, though.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, basically it's priceless. It's technically
people
an
don't
actual
even know what it
technological
is
artifact.
except for the bad guys.
It's an artifact level item.
So
It's surprising me that they gave it to you in the first adventure.
So now all we need is a power generator, which apparently there's one somewhere in the torch, and something to use the power with, and we can recharge our batteries and all that crap.
Yeah. We can recharge all kinds of things. Send energy elsewhere.
My
That's
vibrator,
amazing.
I mean my cell phone.
When I build my army of death robots, this will be key.
Right?
So just to say, because this is an artifact level power generator, if you were to connect that, Tatia, I'm sorry, you become an NPC because you become this addicted sex addict with
Yeah, Mr. Fluids.
Mr. Fluids. Numinarian fluids. That's that flaw where you generate your own numinarian. We won't go there.
Right?
Now we have an NC-17 rating on the podcast. Thanks, Thing. No. So I'll guess I'll talk to the group here. Do we want to all agree if any of us feel that this location is compromised, do we take this artifact and bury it somewhere? I say under the floorboards and the first house that we scouted in, like that house that we stayed overnight in to look over that warehouse. We'll just bury it under there.
I mean, if nobody was in it, we could put it back in the warehouse, and they might never even realize that it's still there when it's turned off.
That's not a dumb idea. Hiding in plain sight's the best option. I think that's cool. A nondescript corner just off the corner. We'll put it in
Where are you putting
Well,
it?
if this location, if any of us are like captured or whatever, and we had to, we thought that this artifact was compromised, one or two of us or whoever's left will go and extricate this and move it to this warehouse we'll do the frickin' Indiana Jones Ark of the Covenant and just have it in a box and have it officially moved into this warehouse in some nondescript corner. Done.
Okay.
Hide in plain sight. if
in
we
their
feel
own
it's compromised
warehouse?
in their warehouse, because they'll never think that it would be there, right?
But like under boards or something.
They're just
I
in a
think-
corner with a bunch of other crates.
I think in a small crate with a bunch of other crates, exactly.
Okay.
I mean, if this location's compromised and like one of us is
But-
missing or captured,
So if
I'm
it's one warehouse filled with bajillions of things and it's just a randomly
Yep.
potentially mismarked box.
End of Raiders of the Lost Ark, all of that,
Yeah.
right?
now I'm guessing that the pink-haired lady is somewhere under torch,
Yep.
futzing with whatever was broadcasting the power to this, so she may or may not know it was out and coming out. So we might go in to go turn back on the torch while she's out and not have to fight her, or we might fight her midway or down there. But
Well, I think if your plan is to, my thought is this: if we think she's going to detect this as off, and she's going to come and investigate, if that's the assumption, I say we hide where those gremlins came out. Hide, and I can help you guys hide. If she comes out of that door, which by the way was locked to us, if she comes out like, I'm going to go back to the torch and find out what the hell's up, she comes out that door, we let her go by and then slip in behind that door when she leaves, or engage her there. What do you think?
I guess it depends on how long we wait before we give up and just go in anyways.
I say go in now and then like roost up and then maybe wait.
Roost up.
Yeah, like we hide. Like remember where that those gremlins were, or
Right near the sulks.
Mhm.
yeah, they were actual gremlins, right? Hell, I forget.
They were actually gremlins.
Okay, yeah.
yes.
So where the gremlins were, he was like, he was the mighty something or other. I can't remember his name, right? He was like all like a god complex, right? So if we hide in all that
Sure.
rubble, there was a bunch of detritus there, if I remember. If we
And
hide
booby
there,
traps.
yeah, but I think I disarmed all those though, or set them off by accident. I won't highlight that, but uh, ultimately, if we hide there and that door opens, we might be in luck and be able to slip by.
Well, and if I remember the map accurately, that door and the gremlin area is just off to the side of the Sulk village, and the only route out is back through the Sulk village where the other door is.
Correct. That's all that we know.
Well, yeah. And then there's the cold room with the russet mold
correct.
to the other side.
I mean, that's the only way forward I can think of, other than
Right.
like I think we've terminated all of the avenues where we were, except for the elevator, which we need
Right.
Connor Bain's part to repair that. And I think
Which
he's
I've
still...
just been helping him fix, so it's
Okay.
going to be done extra soon now.
Okay. The camera is yours, young man. What are you? What do you do? Do you go to
What are we doing?
Connor Bain and tell him like, hey man, you got that shit fixed up or what?
Hit it more to this side, and if you put your rivets over here, it'll be much more efficient. You know that scene in Jabberwocky?
Yes. Oh, look, we're complete.
Wait, you
Here you are. It's
got to
finished.
temper it in the blood of a virgin. Wherever will we find one?
Oh, Kiernan,
Wherever will we?
Kiernan, wait, no, that doesn't count. I touched one once. Okay, so he's got
Okay,
the part.
so what are we gonna do?
so I think we collect Sandville and drag him back to the elevator and go downstairs. Although there was, I think,
You taking Sandville with you?
there was one room off by the Vegapygmies we never went into because Hammerface Boy got knocked out and we decided to drag him to get healed first.
I like Hammerface Boy.
Hammerface.
Are you taking Sandville or are you leaving him here?
I think he.
I think he's safer with us.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think you should go with us.
Yes, I totally agree. And I want to mark off a gold piece, one entire gold piece off of my loot. To
For what?
I think Connor Bain is like busting his ass, doing us a solid. I I plan
Yeah.
on getting him not alcoholic imbibement necessarily, but I plan on getting him a lot of good food and drink to get him healed up a little bit. He's still not 100%, and he's taking his time away from healing to help us out. So I want to just foster that relationship a little bit, which is legit. I'm not trying to be conniving.
Right.
I'm like, he's
I
legitimately
mean,
helping
he
us.
takes it, but he kind of nods in acknowledgement
Sure.
of your gesture.
Just a long-term role-playing thing. So
Right.
all right, cool. So
Kinnear has made you your attachment for the electrical coupler.
Excellent.
Mr.
Are you
Mr.
going to go
Burns,
talk to Sandville?
excellent.
So I guess we have to go to the Temple of Bride to get water breathing so we can go down there, unless we just want to tough it out and dive under.
I
I
say
mean, ultimately, it's not that far.
I say tough it out because we didn't ask them to do it last night. Remember, Alexander?
Right. Well, we successfully came
no
out
one's
without it.
drowned yet.
That sounds good.
Whit wants us to acknowledge the cute little doggy.
Yes.
Hello, Dido.
Hello, doggy.
So, are you taking Sandville?
I think we are taking Sandville because I think he's proved himself.
Sandville.
He has put his neck out and has put himself at risk to help us. I think he's
Well, it
worth
also
winning
helps.
over.
It helps maintain his cover of keeping an eye on us in case we find something, and it also keeps our eye on him.
Yeah. So my
Agreed.
alignment is our.
So, do you want to talk to Sandville about it?
Yes,
Yes.
let's do it. Let's go find dear old Sandville.
He's in his house.
His agreement was he is interested
I'm
in some of
happy
these.
to go meet up with him ahead of y'all.
Oh wow. Well, wait. Is
Okay.
there a sock on the door when we arrive?
Right? It's a big sock.
Wait, why is it all sticky? It's always.
It's Sandville's wanking sock.
Oh, hey,
Hello.
This is
how can I help
this is
you?
Tatia's camera. We're not there. La 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 la. I can't hear you.
How can I help you?
Oh, hey.
Hello.
How did you sleep?
Okay. Okay. Once I healed the wound.
Oh, are they bad? Do you need some help? I can look at them.
No, I'm good now. Thank you.
You're welcome. I have ointment just in case. Whew. So, I was just kind of wondering if you wanted to come hang out with us for some things.
What are you doing? Are you going back underground?
Yes.
Do you need my help? I could stay here.
I would really like your help, actually. That would be pretty great.
Oh, okay.
I got this metal wire right here that needs lifting. It's
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Well, we already kind of had breakfast, but
I've already eaten. I would never assume to do anything that no, I wouldn't. I'll be ready. When are you leaving?
we were really thinking as soon as possible.
I will get my equipment ready. Is there anything special we need?
the Anal Intruder 2000.
You might have a little bit of a more insight into this than I would. What do you think might be good?
Posing pouch.
That thing.
I don't know. I'll get my sword and my other equipment, and I'll meet you at the pond.
Sounds good. How long?
I'll be there as soon as possible.
Perfect. Sounds good. See you there.
Okay.
He sounds like an awkward ninth grader. It's really.
He's
always sounded like that.
It shakes from the numinarian fluids he was sampling last night after getting caught.
Right. Sandville's always like that. It's because his cybernetics aren't quite aligned yet.
Freebase that shit. Yo, man, guy, you in that numinarian fluid? Hook me up.
Oh yeah, I should check him over to see if he has any implants I want.
Oh, he's got.
So You're gonna check them for implants, with or without the rubber glove. Roll con check.
Fight
Turn your
dog,
head-
like mom.
Turn your head and cough.
Lice check.
All right. So, Anita, is this a hey, you're one of us? Come.
That's a
That's a
Fraggle?
Fraggle. That's red Fraggle.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. How old is that? That's amazing. That's probably worth like $500 on eBay right now.
I love Red.
Red Fraggle.
But Ditto was sitting on her, and now he's mad because I took her away.
That's my girlfriend, bitch. Give me back. He's like, he's getting closer. Look at he's all forlorn now.
All right, so
I'll ride your leg
I'm gonna
next.
walk back to everybody with a case of the vapors, but I'm gonna be keeping an eye out to see if I notice that anybody's watching me. Walk back to the group. Do I notice anybody?
Okay. Make me a perception check.
Okay.
You're in town. Everybody's watching you.
So this was just a diplomacy check or a persuasion check. It wasn't a full-out seduction check then. Or
So Sandville, he'll come with you. He's interested in what's below anyway.
wait.
24.
He's interested in what's below. Wait. We're all interested in what's below too. Just saying. Oh,
I've already
You
seen
should
it.
read. You should read
below
chat.
torch?
That's all I'm saying. You should read chat. I'm just gonna throw that out. there.
Twitch chat, I assume you mean?
On Twitch,
Which chat?
my phone died a little while ago, so I need to boot it back
Let's just say there's pie involved. Lots of pie. No,
There is a lot of pie involved.
no more pie. Okay, yeah.
up.
Too much pie.
No such thing.
So that's very good. You've practiced that a lot.
Cheers, my cherry pie. Sorry.
Okay, so you don't see anyone specifically suspicious on your way back. There's just normal people setting up for their day, getting ready to go, do their thing. So you're okay.
All the peasants are
Okay.
technically.
Perfect.
At
Yeah.
best, I mean, if they really suspect us, they will ambush us when we come back out of the pond when we're probably
Please.
wounded and weakest.
Hey, we're basically like saviors of this town. Let's have a little, badassery in our swag, right? So we're gonna basically like pretend that there's
Accurate.
nothing odd going on, and we're just gonna go do our thing. Get our. Do we want to do the water breathing, or do you think we're all cool without it?
We're probably good without it. We were able to swim out without it.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, I probably don't need to, have expeditious retreat ready or anything. So
No.
Because you can run towards the fight, right?
yes,
In order to
Exactly.
set up his web or sleep attack vector the best way possible.
Or a web sleep combination.
Exactly.
I need to combine web with flesh curdle, so it just curdles the people in the web.
Does
Oh,
flesh curdle
That's
actually
amazing.
do?
That's got to be a spell. Make that happen. That's great.
You basically temporarily wither limbs and stuff so that they're. It's one of the ones I got from Conier's book.
Yeah, it's nice that Kenny is learning
So
flesh
so
curdle.
you can either damage their natural armor, their natural attacks, or their movement for a few rounds.
Yeah, let's read the color.
Dude.
You warp a creature's flesh, discoloring it and causing it to become misshapen and impaired. It's impairing its
The
function.
little hand.
When you cast this spell, you must choose one of three things. Jesus, that's
Dude, that's
awful.
pretty fucked up right there. Yeah, that's pretty. That's
That
pretty.
is pretty
that-
terrible.
that's pretty like warlock, necromantic, evil shit going on there. That's the hand of Vector.
It's not a beautiful thing.
No, that's question one's alignment on that shit right there. But
It's a polymorph spell.
But it's
Who-
only against flesh, so
who am I to judge? I ask you.
Okay, so what you doing? You're gathering at the side of the pond, and Sandville is waiting for you.
Cool. We are looking to what?
go underwater.
Are we gonna try to lie in wait and hide to see if that second door opens? That one that we can get through?
You could just trap the door and then we go in the way we know
Do you
of,
have
and they might.
Do you have a magical way to alarm it so that if someone passes by it,
I
mean,
didn't
you're-
memorize anything like that for the.
Well, you're the finger wiggler. I don't know what you got.
Finger wiggler.
I did not memorize such a spell for today.
So you're the magical finger wiggler, but I'm the oracle finger wiggler, Tatia. Wink, wink.
Oracle finger wiggler.
I mean, it was mostly mundane traps that the gremlins had set. You might be able to repurpose one of those. Or we could ask the skulks to try and interfere.
I'm not interested in hurting people. I'm more interested in knowing when someone comes by here. But if we have, what if we? Let's see if
Tin
we
cans
can.
and a string.
Well, let's see if we can solicit some of the skulks to scout this out. Let us know if anybody goes by there. We should ask them anyway.
So they come
Brilliant,
running after
Alexander.
us to the elevator if somebody, because I mean, we don't have like radio magic stuff.
Depends how much they like us, but I think just knowing that someone's come by here, we should probably talk to them anyway to see if they've seen anything. Great idea.
Just give me your cell number.
Yeah.
Cell
Boop, 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 boop,
number.
boop, boop. Hey, this is porn. Wait, what? Turn off, turn off.
So what you're saying is you're going to go and talk to the skulks.
Yeah, we're gonna ask if they've seen anything.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Sounds like a yes.
Skulk Village.
Come on.
Hey,
Welcome to
Bulligup's
the
healed.
Skulk Village.
And Tasha's wounded again.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I don't.
The characters in the previous fight and haven't updated.
I also
you
don't
yet.
see the hit point bar for Nicodemus. Not that I need to, but I just don't see it. Oh,
It's underneath.
lost Anita's video feed.
No, she's
I did
probably
too.
taking the top off.
Uh-oh. Well, you get more listeners that way. What are you doing?
Here, I mean, it's easy to be like break into this whole nerd realm when there's like tits and ass to like wave around.
Oh, she dropped. But tits and ass are like, you know,
And like,
easy to find on the
there,
internet.
that's what-
So
right. So you arrive underneath, and the skulks are still cagey, but they are here.
ask them if they've seen the pink-haired lady and if she's come back through here. And if we need a better name for her. We can't just keep referring
know
to her
what?
in the description.
I didn't think of this ahead of time, but I'm going to mark off a couple of rations. I'll mark off 4
Eating.
rations from my list here and offer it to them, because that's like weird and unique food that they've never had before. It's just like they're cool. I want to foster that relationship, so I'm just gonna.
Are you giving them surface rations or goo tubes?
I'm gonna give them surface
Goo
rations. I think they'd enjoy that more. Because
So
I don't
you've
have
only
iron.
got, like,
I don't have
100
iron rations. I have actual,
Gee.
like, perishable rations. You know what I mean?
like a cabbage.
Well, I'm assuming like meals and stuff like that, right? Like,
Turkey leg,
so I had 7 days, and
handful of mashed potatoes.
I had 7 days, so I'm gonna mark off. I'll mark off 4 days. I'll have 3 days left. So 4 days of real rations I'm giving to them. That's like an offering.
Sounds good. Thank you. I appreciate it. How can we help you?
Well, we were hoping to know if you saw anything interesting. Did anybody pass through either of these doors? Because we've been trying to help out you and the town above, but we don't know. We're worried that people that are against all of us are trying to work against us. So did anybody leave out of there and are coming out? Did anybody pass by here?
You are the only ones we have seen pass through this door or come through our cavern.
Okay, great.
Well,
Okay.
I guess you Sandville as well, don't you? Seeing as you dragged his ass in here.
Who?
Sandville.
Sandville.
Yeah. Well, I plan on doing a sense motive on them because I'm suspicious by nature. So.
Well, we know they saw the pink-haired lady before we got here.
So I did it as shits and grins. I rolled a 22 on sense, but I'm just like skeptical and by nature. Like I don't think anyone is honest except for me. Like I don't really lie so much, so I'm trying to be. I just don't necessarily think that they're being honest. So I want to make sure that they're up and up.
Don't
I
seem to
honestly,
be lying.
legitimately, I'm trying to foster a good relationship with these guys.
I could do sense
They
motive.
don't lie to you.
They don't what?
As far as you can tell, they're not lying.
Okay.
They don't really think they've seen anyone.
Okay. Cool.
I trust that. I take that to the bank. Do we want to try that door again? Let's see if I can pick it, or do we want to go through where we know?
Sure. We can try that door.
Let's go through that door.
It's like 5 minutes out of our way.
Going for no.
The northern door that was locked or whatever from the other side.
Nick Vegan wants me to do an insight check on some vagina. All right, I need to do that first.
Did he say that on Twitch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? I don't see any chat.
There's an HR violation right there.
Isn't there though?
Stream chat. Maybe you might have the wrong window selected for
You
that.
should log in on Sunday, Wit, and
I don't know. It's on my phone.
and
Yeah, it doesn't like to show both the chat and the video stream at the same time.
Oh, yeah. It's a mobile interface.
yeah, it's not a great app in the world.
Nightbot just
It's pretty
advertised us though. Nightbot just said, "Why not visit the website for thousands of tabletop actual play, real play game recordings? www.rpgmp3.com."
Nightbot.
I
Yes.
see that.
Nightbot did say that. Look at Nightbot. Look at Nightbot going and doing his job.
Nightbot doing the sales pitch.
Nightbot the bot.
He's
Wow.
doing his best.
All right.
He's doing his best. I have a Twitch bot now.
Seriously, guys, you will be old and gray with a beard by the time you listen to all the actual play recordings.
We do actually have
There
a lot.
is a lot.
Let's not lie.
Yeah.
There is now. Hal is from the UK, and there is a metric ton of shit there, and that's an actual measurement in the UK.
There is. It's
Yes.
true.
Wait,
We have a metric ton.
Metric
Isn't,
shit ton. Yeah.
Isn't UK still on the imperial system?
Only for
I guess.
only for
Well,
distances.
for some things.
Only for distance.
We absorb. Yeah, only for distance. We actually did weights and stuff for.
So
We still use miles, but now we use kilograms.
so it's 4 farthings to a pint and half a nightingale to a.
And the penis is
to a hog's head.
the penis weighs 2 stones of weight or something like that. I don't know what that is.
What?
Or Bob
What can
Marley.
I say? Well, it's just more magical when you don't actually know what it actually means. When
Oh my
somebody's like,
God,
"Here
you
you
weigh
go.
10 stones.
Here's 4 stone, 2 pounds, 9 ounces of something," and you really legitimately have no idea what that is. It's a great place to
Well,
live.
I love that in the first edition D&D when they were not on the metric coinage system too, so it was.
Well, everything was
Oh,
metric. It was all based on coins. Everything was weighted on coins.
Well, yeah, but
Like-
it was like 24 copper to a gold or to a silver, and
Well,
20
but
silver
that that was the exchange rate. But all the weights were in coins. Like they
Yeah.
had frickin' Viking longships that had. Oh, it can hold 70,000 coins of weight. Like what the fuck is that, man? Who's gonna have 70,000 coins of weight?
You know, it's
I know.
the folks
Murder
around me.
hobos.
regardless of height.
Right.
So, what are you doing?
Okay, so we feel that no one's come through this
Did
way.
we just lose thing now?
I back buttoned again. I'm sorry.
Ah,
You
God
need to stop that.
damn it!
Is that a mouse thing?
And Anita, I lost Anita, so I don't know if she's coming back or what. But
No, she's there.
She's
No.
there on Twitch. I
Whitney's here.
had lost her earlier too, but
oh, God damn it!
You just need to reconnect.
Oh, she needs a thingy. Ah, there we go. I hit reconnect and everyone's back. All right, cool.
Everyone is back.
All right, sorry, listeners.
Couple of technical
Due
issues.
to technical difficulties, we are back. All right.
Oh my god, you guys have done like zero anything this session.
Damn
We
it.
are currently
No.
literally 2 hours in, and you've gone into the dungeon and talked to some people.
well, yeah,
covered-
because we tried to
We
be
covered
clever.
our ass.
I want to go through this freaking door. Come on.
Hang on. Let's say in 2 hours you've moved a cart about a quarter of a mile.
To the elevator.
To the elevator.
Yeah, that's pain. All right, so we're not going to try the new door then to try to pick it.
No. Yes.
All right.
Sure.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
I think you tried before and it still wouldn't move, but let's go for it. You've leveled since then.
All right, let's give it a shot. We're gonna try to see if we can get through that door to the north.
To the north.
Oh, I heard a zipper. I'm worried.
You might have a new color card too, but
PTSD. Okay.
I think the pink-haired lady went through it with a brown card previously, because I think that's what she had. If I remember right.
Yeah, but I don't know if I can pick above that or not, or if I need to have that color E-pick.
Well, we have.
Oh, go and make a perception check on the door.
Yeah, because when I tried last time, I didn't have any E-pick, right? So.
Gonna make me a perception check on the door.
Roger, Roger.
Just him, or
just him. He's the thiefy guy.
He is.
Then I get a +2 on that
16.
if it's a trap or whatever. Blah blah blah. 22.
It's not for a trap. So you realize that having looked at the lock for this, looking at the lock for this, you realize that whatever's going on, this has been barricaded and disabled from the other side.
So there's no way to circumvent that from this side.
You don't
Not
think
unless
so.
you can.
It's going to be very. It would be very difficult to get this door to open from this
Oh,
side.
shit. All right.
Well, that probably means they're not getting through quickly from the other side either. They're in there for the long haul.
Well,
Sure.
I mean, until they want to come out.
Well, yeah.
So the fact that they haven't come out, all right, well, we're good with that. Let's go back to the elevator.
Well, just regurgitate your venom over the door or whatever it is you do, and
regurgitate the venom. Command word is All right.
So where are you headed?
Elevator.
the elevator.
The elevator. Okay.
Oh wait, should we check that lower right area where the Vegapygmies were that we didn't finish exploring first?
Shit.
Which is just off the elevator.
All right, what the hell's going on here? I just lost a couple of windows. I'm gonna close Roll20 and bring it back. I'll be right back.
Okay. Don't go far. We've lost Bill.
Ah! Mass chaos. Cats and dogs living together.
Right before he comes back.
You know my
Right,
completist
yeah,
nature.
Take some actions.
You know my completist nature. We need to finish that lower left quadrant of the map before we go down the elevator.
Wait,
Time.
Anita, wait till I come back
Completion
before
is-
taking your top off. Hold on.
There could be vital treasure there.
Vital
Ooh, the left one is a little better.
treasure. What's a little better?
Never mind.
What? Okay, so elevator. You said. Let's do. Right.
Woohoo! Yeah, because I don't think we explored this
Go.
area.
Oh, down in the bottom there. That's possible. I hear dogs barking. They must be hungry.
I was gonna say either that or a mailman trying to kill the whole family.
Because we did the really leafy area and this place with the plant laser thing that I shut down. But I think these 4 rooms down over here we didn't check, and there might be some loot in there.
I thought those were the bathroom
Loot.
areas we went into. Or
No, the
something.
bathroom was up here. That's where the little
Oh,
toilets
okay,
are.
never mind. That's it looks like little toilets.
And then this was the break room where the goo tubes were. And
We haven't been in there.
we haven't been in this area. Because Bill got hammer-faced right out here.
Yeah, we haven't been
And-
in. We haven't been into this whole area.
We left him in the hall, and I checked out this and shut down the sciencey thing that they were messing with plants with. But
We-
then
We didn't go into this room either. It's hard to tell fully without fog of war, but I don't think
I-
we've been in this room, and we
I
haven't
went
been
in
in
there.
this room.
I went in there after you got hit with the hammer,
Oh, okay.
but that's about it.
Where are you headed? You gonna check that lower room?
Okay,
Would you like descriptions of the previous locations?
I think we remember there was essentially the areas we've been at. We remember, I think.
Yeah, because this was like an arboretum type thing that was overrun or something.
Yeah.
So the bit with the blue stuff around the outside. Would you like a description of that
Yes.
to be sure you?
I think if we're going in as a group, I think only Alexander 4. So
Gonna poke your head in. Okay, this room reeks of stagnant water and decaying vegetation. A long trough of water runs through the walls of this room. A layer of brown scum and algae grows on the water's surface and on the walls. A single workstation sits in the middle of the room, connected to a large machine made of tubes and bubbling tanks of water.
and there is a nameplate of the scientist that worked here, and it says Nick T. Vegan.
Right, used to live here. And this is the room that the Vegapigmy with the magic hammer came out of.
That's right.
Oh, does this brown
Son of a
scum
bitch.
resemble the russet mold at all?
No, it's not russet mold. It is just genuinely algae.
Okay. I was worried they were trying to like grow more russet mold to reproduce or something in there.
Well, russet mold would give off
No.
a eminent wave of cold. We would feel that, right? Like we know a lot about that at this
True.
point, right?
Yeah, you've experienced it.
Because I want to say
well.
you've got some vials of it, and I have. We have some samples of it.
Well, for what that's worth.
Hey, are you kidding? A portable air conditioner? Shit, that's worth
Portable,
gold, man.
portable air conditioner that can make your ass grow Vegapigmy.
Not
when
when
I-
he's in a-
When I hide it in his oatmeal as a prank, it's going to be worth its weight in
The
gold.
burnt warmth is so good.
amazing.
Take this, meatbag.
Oh, this oatmeal's a bit cold.
The oatmeal.
It's like Stephen King from Creepshow. The whole
So I think we want to go here.
meteor
first.
shit.
Let's
Yeah,
do
then-
it. I'm up for an adventure.
So you're heading
Wait,
into that large room in the bottom left
but
corner?
he described that. He described that room. Did you go in there and was that investigated? I'm not sure. Like, what's in the water? What's in that?
Oh, we
What's that?
went up here. There was the machine he was trying to mess with plants with, and I shut it down.
Okay.
Nick T. Vegapigmy.
It looks
Tea Vegapigmy.
looks like a Hoth system ion cannon or something. I don't know what the hell that thing was.
Well, that does nail his size, I guess.
Whoa, you know more about Nick than I do. Dang, what's he?
Oh.
She's still thinking about Sandville in that whole.
Oh, you are what you eat. Yeah.
That vulnerable morning glow there.
Nick is lovely size.
My
Fun
charisma's
sized.
my charisma's not anything to scoff at. Saying.
Mine is.
I feel one level less. I deserve a negative. Like a vampire drained me.
Uh-huh.
The love of my life admonished me. I feel smaller. Sad face. Okay. So did we want to go in? Well, what's your call, Alexander? The room that we know of from this here, or do we want to go through the hallway? What's your call?
Either way, I mean, 6 of 1. If there's something in there, maybe this one would be a little less expected.
I think it's less expected, and I think it's also more defensible.
It's
I'm
been
not a fighter, but we can hide and sneak, and I
been
will.
2 days since we killed off the Vegapigmies, so if there's more there, they're probably wondering where their friends were.
I'm gonna move there with my. I'm gonna move there with my.
So you're looking in that room to the south.
Yeah, I think we're all gonna try to go in through this door right here, and I'm just roosting here with my bow, waiting to snipe anybody that's like, oh, I don't know, a robot. Because every freaking door I open, there's like this death robot with like fingers like from Hellraiser, waiting to poke me and fill a liquid.
That is what happens
Well,
to you. It's
exactly.
true.
I've been raped multiple times with fluids.
You did that to yourself.
Point to the
multiple times
little
with
robot
fluids.
where the robot touched you. Yeah, that's shit. That's happened to me. You know.
Yeah. Robots touch you and you kill plants.
Hey, Hall, none of the creatures have been
Let's
fed, as you may be able
go.
to tell.
I'm ready for an adventure.
Yes, let's do it.
Well,
Let the
bring
hate
yourself
flow
down here to
through
the
you.
ready room.
Yes.
You got it.
I moved my guy. I don't want to move it. So I'm like sniping with my bow. I'm Legolas in that shit. All right. Still only counts as one. Seriously,
Okay, so
everyone's leading from behind. Really? Where's
I'm a
Buligup at?
mage.
Go stand next
you're
to me,
at
buddy.
the door.
Sandville and Buligup are like, hello, what? Oh, what is this elevator here? What does this red button do? It blinks.
I haven't put the part in yet. So,
Buligup can come to there. And Samville can
I am
come
not
to
familiar
there.
with this term self-destruct in 5. I don't know what that means. Oh,
That's all.
Buligup can't count that high.
Senpai, notice
Okay,
me.
so you're opening this door.
Roger.
All right, let's do a room description.
Oh, God, there's a room description.
Now everybody get ready to fire into his back.
Death.
The stench of mold and decay fills this open, dark chamber. no doubt created by the thick blanket of fungal matter coating the floor. Several chairs sit before work tables containing unusual tools and equipment, while a row of doors line the curved southern wall.
So this is basically things office. That's what I'm hearing, right?
Ooh, I could use
Sure.
those tools.
Fungal growth and weird tools hanging from the wall. I'm just saying, it's nuts,
Like, I recognize those storage boxes, but they're not vines and mildew.
Boy.
They're from
Well.
IKEA.
Sounds safe to enter.
They're from IKEA.
All right, let's go in. Do we
What you
see
doing?
anything moving? I'm just see movement.
Make me a perception checks. Anyone who's near the door.
Roger, Roger.
Which is what, you and Buligup, I guess?
Bam! Cradle Rock. I got a decent perception. 19?
A decent.
I'm hunting wabbits.
Okay. Yeah, you did. There's something moving towards the middle of the room, you think?
From inside the room?
From the middle of the room.
Ooh, it's their pet plant or something. Guard plant.
I am moving here with my bow. If I
Where's
have my
here?
bow out, I'm not being a frontliner. I'm gonna say to
Moving
the group,
backwards?
yeah, I move backwards, like using cover for this pedestal. I'm assuming I can shoot over it. Like I'm trying to get some cover, but I'm like, realistic, however you think. I just want to be able to see into that room, whatever you think if is realistic. And I'm just gonna basically not whisper.
So
that
you're
seems
hiding.
metagame. I'm gonna say I see movement. There's something going on there, but I'm not yelling
That's
it.
fair.
Hey, there's movement. So
What are we
I'm assuming
doing?
there's light in this room, right? But you said there's darkness in that room. So with that door open,
It's gloomy, but there's a little
so
light.
so with the
yes.
light in our room feeding into that dark room, if it's something dumb like a Vegapygmy or something that we've already run into, I'm assuming it's gonna shamble towards us. And so I'm readying an action that if something like, I don't know, unintelligent or just shambling comes out through that door, I'm plugging it with an arrow.
Well, I think the Vegapygmies were intelligent.
Okay.
They seem to have language and tool use.
Oh, that's fair. I was thinking
fair.
of the guys that blew up, right? Like those gooey guys. Yeah, that's
The
fair.
Uzi guys.
Yeah, I mean, if something doesn't look like one of the survivors are humanoids, I'm gonna plug it.
Sure.
I mean, if something does not look like a survivor, a realistic humanoid from one of the survivor parties, I'm assuming it's hostile at this point because nothing has been beneficial to us yet, and all that shit's been attacking me. So I'm shooting it.
I'm sure I can
That shit's been.
make one of the robots be nice to us eventually.
Something's moving in the room, but you can't see it.
So how are we able to see it? Is there like a window?
You
We're
can't.
about
No,
to
you can't see it. The only thing you've got is
You
the
can't
door.
see it because yous be a human with regular eyesight.
Currently.
So everybody except for the tiger, there is a disgusting, awful smell.
Ugh.
If you can all make me fort saves, that would be amazing.
Son of a
Can I just shut down my sense of smell for a while?
Just turn it off.
Is this
That's
something
including bullet?
Is this something I can
Huh?
use the roll away from? I can use my reflex
How do you
save
mean? What does
instead.
it do?
Like I can.
19 fortitude.
What does roll away do?
So that feat that I have allows me to use my reflex save instead of my fort save, but I'm like,
For what? In what specific situation?
Lurch back from the smell.
Oh,
yeah.
Buligup got a 6.
He's going to be puking.
Something's gonna be happening.
Oh,
Use a reflex save instead of a fort save, but I'm staggered until the end of my next turn. It's essentially
It's not
kind
really
of
an
like
attack. So this isn't like an attack where you'd make a save.
That's
so
fair.
no, we don't think you can.
That's fair.
Like a
That's fair.
aura or
This
gas.
is something that's just gonna happen.
13. That sounds about mid-road.
Mid-road.
Is
Okay,
that- is
you're
that-
okay on a 13.
Cat hairball.
Buligup,
So
Buligup begins to retch quite violently. He is just not very happy at all. Whatever's in there is really affecting him badly. And he kind of stumbles backwards a little bit into the equipment.
It's not easy being green.
What are the rest of you doing?
All right. Okay, well, I'm still at my ready to action. I mean, I don't know for an initiative or not, but waiting to see
You
something.
can be. You haven't seen anything yet.
Okay, so we think something's moving in there. It smells. Apparently, we're not as affected by it. Thank goodness.
It
So,
smells.
so Hal, just a quick aside. Jesus, I gotta zoom in. I can't see. I'm zoomed out too far. One
Can
second.
I?
It looks like Buligup is not healed up. He would be totally healed up, wouldn't he?
Oh, yes, he would. Sorry. Clearly I moved him without healing him. Hold on.
Oh, looks like
And I
Tasha's
can't
still down too.
Yeah, I can't see Tatia's hit point bar, so.
I think it's under you now.
Oh,
Hang on, I got you.
interesting. Okay.
Bulligup's back.
And
Tatia's full.
and
Okay.
I assume that we do not have the trust with Sandville to see his hit point bar, or
Well, I can see his hit point
Ah.
bar. It's just that you've
Like-
not. I've not disclosed it to you as players.
you had at one point, but I don't know if we've established that trust yet. So okay, that's fine.
Did I? Did I show you Samville's bar?
I don't think so, but
Oh, no, maybe not. Yep, no.
ooh,
The
it's
stench
moving.
seems to be getting worse coming through that door. Buligup literally moves to this corner and begins to vomit.
So, I want to scoot. Can I find anything to like shove underneath the crack of the door to see if I can try to block some of the smell?
It's open.
It's open. The
door's
door's
open. I
open.
opened
it.
That's why the smell's coming
Oh,
down.
gee.
Yes, Bill opened the door.
Yeah, and this stinky tumbleweed is moving towards us.
We
Okay, so
don't.
that's
We don't see that.
Well, no. But
You do not see. No, because there's a wall in the way.
Right.
Buligup, is this something your people do? Is this like where you throw up your internals to distract your enemy?
Ugh.
So you feed your young this way, right? Are you pregnant?
That's funny.
All right. So
That's
if I
funny.
start
He still has missing hit points. I still don't see his hit point bar full.
Does he?
He's 19 out of
That's
26.
weird, because as far as I'm concerned, he's got full hit points.
Okay, I see 19 out of
That's
26.
super weird.
That's what I see too. But
Hang on. Hold on. Let's try that. How's that?
There we go. Yep.
Okay. Let's do some initiatives.
Be sure to select your token first. Oh, I won.
15. That's quick for Alexander.
Damn it! I swear, I have fucking amazing initiative, and I roll every time I roll a die 20 on that. Well, I bet it's better to have crap initiative than attack roll.
Sure,
I
you
had
got
a-
good
I-
initiative.
well, I had a ready to action anyway, so I'm still fine. I'm fine.
You're very skilled at your.
Except for
Work.
Hal's metagame GM roll is like godlike. Son of a bitch.
Did I fake that roll, or did the system just roll that?
The
for me?
system rolled it for you, but we shouldn't see it. Avert your eyes. Avert your eyes. Anita, I see you looking. Avert your eyes.
You can see it. It's fine.
don't
It's
become
just
part
adding
of
to
the
thing.
system, man.
You conform.
Buligup rolled an 8. My creature rolled a 24. Is that everybody?
Uh,
Oh, Samville. Hold on.
Wait, why is Bully? Oh,
Ah.
Bulligup's sickened. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bulligup's got negatives.
Son of a.
Samville, where are you? There you are. Hang on. Let me open Samville so I can get to his initiative. Samville.
Whoa, what happened?
what?
What do you mean?
Gee, I just lost power here. I got
Dude.
UPS.
Actual.
Your room lights are on.
Oh,
Oh no!
he's frozen for me.
That was kind
I
of
think he's
strange.
actually just frozen.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, I think we might have lost Bill.
Did we lose Minnesota?
I think the
Uh-oh.
whole of Minnesota's gone, dude.
Dun dun
Shit, the whole
dun.
of Minnesota. Oh, he's going. God damn it.
Oh, no. God.
Just as it's getting exciting.
I'll play
It
for
was,
him.
it was too much for him.
Like that.
Volunteers tribute.
Whit'll play for, yeah, Whit'll volunteer as tribute. Okay, so.
He strips off all his valuables and runs into the room.
All right, cool. So I'm going to move forward.
So, hang on, you're not moving anywhere, it's my turn. So, a
No.
creature that looks like a strange, vibrant plant with whippy kind of tendrils and spiky kind of heads appears in the doorway. It's kind of dragging itself along on its tendrils.
Oh. Whip whatever, yeah.
Sorry.
Whip whatever. It's a whip whatever. Anyone want to make a nature check and guarantee what it means?
That is not my forte.
I think I just heard Bill lose connection to Discord. Yep, I think he's gone.
Wow.
I think his power's completely out.
He's
Nature is
gone.
probably Tatia's realm. I don't know.
Make me a knowledge nature check, Tatia.
Yes, hold on a second. Boop, boop.
Boop. Okay, this is a weed whip. It's a plant creature. It is poisonous. It is slow moving. It has camouflage abilities. It smells really bad. And it's poisonous, mostly poisonous.
What are its weaknesses? Fire?
Doesn't really have. It
Radiation.
doesn't really have much awareness around it. So if you move around, it's probably not going to attack you. Other than that, it's reasonably sturdy.
So we could let it come into this room and we go out this other door and around and just.
I mean,
bypass
it's
it.
not very intelligent. In fact, it has no intelligence. It works solely off of instinct.
So let's do that.
I like the chat's recommending for you.
Molotov.
Molotov cocktail.
So that will be my beastie's turn. It's Sanville. Sanville looks to you for guidance and draws his sword.
Out the north door?
I don't think there's any need for that, but let's go out the door behind us and let it move about its way. And then whenever it's in here, we can go into that other room and we can check things out in there.
So what you're saying is you want Sanville to leave this room. Sanville happily complies and walks into the corridor.
All right.
Okay, Alexander.
Do I need to try and drag Buligup or can he?
Buligup can move. He's
Okay.
just sickened.
I will try and work
Which
through
is
the crowd.
-2 to everything.
Can I work through the crowd to the door and get out? Sure.
Yeah. You're leaving?
Yep.
Okay, Tatia.
Bye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I like chat wit. You should read it.
Thing got way hotter and Whitney a lot scared.
Means Bill's gone, so you've all moved in your windows.
Ah.
So you're now in Thing's window, and Thing's now in Bill's window, and the head of Vecna is now in your window.
Okay, that's fair.
That's
So
funny.
does that mean that I get to play like I'm Alexander now?
Right, that's how that works. Whichever window you're in is what character you play.
Except it's labeled by player name, so she has to play me.
Oh, it's on player name, not character name.
I have to play you playing Alexander.
Yeah.
Right. All right, so you're moving a tiger out too, I assume?
Yes.
All right, Kiernan, I'm guessing he's moving out also. Although he might shoot it at the same time. I think he'll shoot it and then move. I think you might shoot it and then move because he had a held action, didn't he? All right, Kiernan, where are you? There you are, Mr. Fent. Let me see if I can shoot it. I'm going to shoot it with my bow. Here we go. Oh, God, he's got 1,000 weapons. Boom.
Oh, wow.
I think a 20 is going to hit it.
4 piercing.
I think a 20 will hit. Let me check it's not somehow vulnerable to pierce. Weirdly, it has no resistances to piercing, which is weird to me, being a plant, unless plant traits give me immunity to piercing.
Kitty.
Weasley. Plant traits, immune to mind-affecting spells, paralysis, poison, sleep. No, it does not. So it takes 4 points of damage, and Kiernan exits the room after successfully shooting it.
Oh, looks like Bill's on his way back.
Hey!
Yeah, sorry
managed
guys.
to-
We have like apocalyptic weather here, and some Thor dropped Mjolnir on our power station just now, and everything.
Nice!
I had to wait for it to come back here. Sorry.
It's all good. We shot the thing and you left the room.
Awesome. Well, hey, it's only when they're oh gosh, how did we all leave the room? What happened?
We decided to let it come into the room, and we're going to try and go in the other door while it's over here.
Oh, okay. I thought I had a ready action to shoot it, but I don't know.
Yeah, you shot it on
You
the way
did.
out.
That's why you shot it.
Sweet.
And then you left the room.
Which is
like everyone else.
exactly exit stage right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Buligup exits the room as per the plan.
Second doesn't slow your movement, does it?
The beastie wanders in and the door closes behind it.
Excellent.
Oh, good. It'll start feasting on Buligup's throw up.
You're welcome.
So technically, you now have that thing locked in that room. So
We're not
sure
trapped in with us. It's trapped in with us. There we go.
Yeah.
So we might as well cancel combat because you basically avoided combat. Congratulations, party.
Woohoo! We can solve things without killing things.
Oh,
Right?
Murder hobo -1 rank.
It's true. So what are you doing? You gonna check out that next room?
M40
Yes.
grenade. Do we just
Yeah.
kill it?
Let's go. That's the plan. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So the plan is to go out this door and go in behind to where it came from, basically.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like
basically,
it.
you look because it basically has an intelligence of 0. So we'd identified it and went, it's just a plant.
Oh,
And everyone exited the room, and now it's stuck in that other room.
So hopefully,
Tatia likes plants.
hopefully it
Okay.
wasn't carrying any loot on itself. So we're probably good. It didn't seem to have
It's a
pockets.
plan.
It didn't have.
Do you want
It
to search the room?
That's his thought. Did it have fat loots on its body? Oh no. Okay, it's not important then.
Not worth killing.
I love it.
I'm here
So
for the
what you gonna
tech.
do? Okay, so you want to make me a perception check in this room?
Well, we've closed it. We've locked it in, right? So we're gonna go in.
I meant the other room, this room,
The new room.
the main room.
Yeah.
this
So
guy.
I'll be here. I'm not assuming it's by itself. So
This
I'll
guy.
basically. I don't see what you're saying. This guy. What guy?
Ah, no, my little thingy's not working.
Well, there's a pill for that.
Yeah.
It's a blue pill.
This room,
Oh, okay.
this one, the big room,
All right.
that one.
That's where I'm at.
This
I'm waiting
guy
for others.
here.
I'm waiting for others to move
21.
on. I plan on
Okay,
swinging.
perception to check the room. Perception to check the room.
Perception
Roger.
check.
Well, if we have time, can we take 10 or 20 or something? Or
Really wanna. But the 21 Alexander's rolled is pretty good.
I am very not perceptive, apparently.
yeah. Oh,
Apparently you're in your kitchen again.
I am. Hydration. It's
I'm-
important.
Hydration. Is that
Vodka.
vodka?
vodka.
No, it's just water.
Oh yeah.
Soda
I-
stream thing.
I worked this Detroit marathon with a friend of mine, and we had a buddy running the marathon because we had ran it the day before, and so we were working the water stations. So we're handing out while Anita's doing that, I'll say that, okay, here you go, water. Here's our friend, straight vodka. He's like on
That's
mile
funny.
20. He's like,
That's hilarious.
he was so pissed. It was amazing.
Oh my god, that had to taste terrible.
Oh my
That's
god,
so
we wet
funny.
ourselves. We were laughing so hard. It was amazing.
You didn't have Everclear?
No, that would have been like we would have had to register some kind of government toxic report for that. That's
Do you have a soda stream?
It is, yes.
Is it good?
You know what? I honestly only use it to make bubble water because I didn't want to keep using up so many cans because I just drink a lot of bubble water. If I have bubble water, I
bubble
drink
water.
bubble
Is it carbonated soda? What is bubble water?
It's just
It means
CO2?
just like soda,
Yeah.
water,
Carbonated.
carbonated water.
bubble water.
Fizzy water.
Sorry, Hal. We call it
Like
pop here in
Topo
Michigan.
Chico, but it's not Topo Chico. So
Soda?
yeah,
But it's not Topo Chico.
Topo Chico.
I'm gonna say Nick would like Topo Chico.
that
You
sounds-
do, actually.
that's-
I remember having a soda stream as a kid, like long ago.
Really? What
Yeah.
what black magic witchery is this?
I had a soda stream as a kid.
as a child,
Yeah.
that was the thing they had back then.
Scots. I thought all they had were kilts and haggis. That was it, right?
Oh,
They don't
man.
have.
No, but I
I
will
believe
tell
it
you
was
that I
red.
did think that well, the earliest I remember seeing them is they were always in Bed Bath and Beyond.
Oh, they're
Right?
they're on the verge of bankruptcy. I read a financial report on them.
Too
earlier.
many 20% off coupons that they kept honoring when they shouldn't have.
No shit. Yeah. This is from
Man.
2003. We'll
Oh.
accept that. All right. What
Well,
the
I think
hell?
it's because people finally realized they didn't need to invest in $90,000 worth of matching china for their fucking wedding.
Yeah, no
Sorry.
shit.
Don't let it out, Wit. You keep that in there.
Ah, I'm not very good at holding it
No. Use your hate. Let it flow through you.
in.
Funny.
Oh God! I wanted to say something. We will chat about.
can
Has
say it.
everyone seen Star Wars yet? I'm not going to say anything on here because obviously
No.
listeners may.
Hashtag spoiler alert.
Yeah.
I have.
No, I'm not seeing it.
But
I've
have
seen
you
all
all-
Star Wars.
You have finally seen it, Hal?
No, not seeing
What
it.
the heck is wrong with you, Foo?
Foreign.
Star Wars, dude. It doesn't really.
He's
It's
foreign. He's foreign.
Star Wars.
No, that's
Come
fair.
on. I
Like
mean,
I watched all of them on opening day, like all of them, including episode 4.
That's
you know what
funny.
though? So I haven't seen all of them on opening day because I haven't been alive for all of them.
So
I love how you two are like.
Oh,
So the first full out mass brawl I was ever involved in was Empire Strikes Back. So
Jesus.
spoiler alert for everybody. We are in the theater and I am second row from the front because it was filled. Back in that day, lines were out the movie theater, out to the block, around the movie theater. It was nuts, right? That was back then. And so we get in opening day, Empire Strikes Back, boom, 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 cuts off Luke's hand, no. He's about to say, he's like, they're fighting. And this dick in front of me goes, oh, dude, this is where he says, like, he's Luke's father. I fucking dove over the freaking row of seats and, like, throttled this guy. And we got into an all-out brawl. There was, like, 6 of us all
That's
fighting. Like, you don't
funny.
do that shit. I'm not proud of it. I am not proud of it. But that was, like, the first big fight I was ever in.
Oh my God! Well, what a dick!
I was pissed. I was legitimately pissed.
dick.
Everyone at school was like, "Dude, you did nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong there." I'm like, "I know. I just feel bad, but I feel like there's nothing wrong."
You totally deserved that.
Did you
can't
feel
do
bad,
that?
though?
You can't do
So,
that.
listeners, if you feel that someone doing a spoiler of that magnitude did not justify an ass whooping, please go to rpgmp3.com on the Discord channel and
Yeah, use the new Discord and talk
Lose-
to us.
yeah, yes,
Like,
use-
actually, we've been
Give
doing
a
pretty well
verbal
for traffic
ass
on
whooping.
Discord recently.
yeah, he knew I was
Everybody should use
displeased.
the Discord.
Oh
And
my
actually,
Discord
his friend didn't even help. His friend was like, "Dude, what the hell?"
Yeah, like
Anyway.
oh yeah.
Well,
Well, I was in line for Highlander 2, and no.
Oh,
I don't know how
Highlander
old you
2.
were at the time, but I know that kids like around my son's age are
When they came out
to
and
each
said,
other.
that's a shit movie, don't go in.
My God. And they would spoil movies for each other all the time. Like the kids would come to school and they'd be like, hey, guess what? I saw this movie. Guess what? Deadpool, it ends this way. And they're like, and they're all,
Yeah,
what? I'm
a,
like,
fr-
why
a,
do
fr- a
their
friend
friends
of
do that? Why do they think that makes them cool?
a, fr-
That's so mean.
a friend of mine's son is like in minor league
Go up to them
hockey.
and go, Santa isn't real.
That's not
Like,
real. A friend of mine,
But he is, Whit.
a friend of mine's son is like practically, he's like minor league hockey, and he's going in like with the what was it? Damn it, was it a Solo movie? What movie was it? Oh no, it was like episode 8 or episode 7, and it's like he's going in at 6 a.m. on the ice with the team, and one of his teammates walks into the locker room and says, "Oh, Han dies in the episode." Like it basically ruins it for everybody. And I was like, "Those are your teammates,"
Spoilers.
you know. And so basically, there was some body checking going on the ice that fucking day. So y'all are
Is that where they examine each other's asses? I've never wondered what a body check
no
was.
body
No.
check is some hurt. You know, you have someone like my size, 220, 6'7", going 30 miles an hour on skates, and they put out an arm. You got a world of hurt going on there.
It's a tackle, vertical tackle.
That's a rugby tackle
I am
with
joking. I do know
full
what a body check
speed.
is.
It's a little bit faster than running, so that's just some hurt going on there. Just look up a Detroit Red Wings Cronwall.
Well,
You've been
yeah.
Cronwalled. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So we see into this room.
So I'm skating
Oh,
into
hello,
somebody in
welcome
this
back.
room. That's what I heard, right?
Well, welcome back. Hey, Whit. My original soda stream looked like that.
Like what?
Did you send a message?
It's in the Twitch chat.
If you put it in the
Which?
Hey, Flick.
Burn the
So-
Twitches! Burn the Twitches! Okay.
Looking in this room. The stench of mold and decay fills this room. Dark chamber. It even came with bottles. So doubt created by the thick blanket of fungal matter coating the floor. Several chairs sit before work tables containing unusual tools and equipment, while a row of doors line the curved southern wall.
I want unusual tools and equipment.
You're searching. There are a number of bodies in here.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
In very advanced stages of decay.
How many bodies?
How warm are
Human-sized
they?
halfling.
There are four.
Where are they
Four
at?
bodies. 3 of the bodies are in in the side chambers. So we're in. They're in the couple of the side chambers, A and B.
Oh,
the 2
so these
northern side chambers.
are these doors open or are they like cages? Does it look like they were trapped there?
Some are open and some are not.
Do they look like living quarters or cages?
It looks like they've been used as. It looks like they were, originally used to store something or contain something, but it appears that a body has been placed in each one. So there's 4 bodies, 1 in each of the rooms.
Do they look like something might have like erupted or birthed out of them? And
yeah, they do look a little like that.
Oh, Jesus, like Sigourney Weaver alien with the freaking chest burster.
like
Kind of, but with more plants.
they're where the Vegapygmies came from.
They are the Vegapygmies origin bodies, birth corpses.
Now, do these look like the 4-armed alien dudes? Like this happened like ages ago, or are these
this is recent. This is recent.
These
You
are.
want to do a search?
Yeah,
Yeah,
can
see
we
if they're like bride worshippers or something.
Can we identify these people as like
All four of them have a silver holy symbol of Bri.
Oh, we'll be taking those.
Well, let's take the
they're
people.
worth 25 gold each.
Well, that's not loot, in my opinion. I think we should take the bodies with those on them back to town.
Why?
We've got the holy symbol of God of Bad Death or whatever in our loot. Why would we take?
I'm not carrying that shit. Buligup had that, right? Buligup. Sorry, hairball.
Well, I could take the symbols because I technically worship Bry.
Well, I mean, we want to retrieve these bodies to return them to their loved ones, right? I mean,
All right. Well, I mean, we'll grab them on the way back out.
As bodies. Okay, additionally, among the bodies, you find 3 very nice masterwork light hammers.
Oh,
if I had a
and the
hammer,
The fourth one was the magic hammer that
Mm-hmm.
wielded it.
On the other body, the body that has no hammer. Oh, that's a lie. There is 1 set of really nice chainmail on one of these bodies too.
Ooh,
Detect magic?
Can we identify that? I might need.
It's not magical.
I might need myself some elven chain. That might be nice.
It's masterwork chain. The final body that has no hammer is wearing a ring and has a belt pouch.
Detect magic?
The ring is magical, and the contents of the belt pouch emit magic also.
I will attempt to spellcraft them.
Roll it.
Oh, come on. I'm really good. Just take it on faith.
Sure.
If it's divine in nature, maybe
31.
Holy poopies!
Is that for the ring?
Yeah.
You also find 15 gold pieces.
15 gold pieces. Really?
The ring is a ring of protection +1.
Ooh.
Want to spellcraft? Well, you want to open the bag?
Yes. Open the bag.
Inside the bag, there are 3 fungus-encrusted potion vials.
Conjure Vegapigme. That's what those shit are, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will attempt to identify the potions.
Don't touch it.
You
Don't
taste
touch
them?
Well, taste.
That would be alchemy, wouldn't it, to identify?
20.
Spellcraft will do. They're potions of cure moderate wounds.
Oh, nice. This room
3
was
of those.
going into.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my AC's still hurting, so I wouldn't mind rolling for that ring.
Potions of cure what?
Moderate
Moderate
wounds.
Cure
wounds.
moderate wounds.
What is it in Pathfinder? 2d8 plus 2, or what is that?
Something like that.
Something healthy.
What are you asking? What is a potion of cure moderate cure?
Yeah.
Let me think. It's 1d8 +1. It is. It is. Click the button.
We can look it up.
Yeah.
2d8 plus 1 per
Yeah,
caster
right.
level.
What is it?
2d8 plus 1 per
2d8 plus
caster
1
So
level.
it'd be
caster level.
2d8 plus 3 then, because they need to be second
2d8
level.
plus
to cast
3.
that?
Yes, minimum caster level.
Well, it depends. If they're cleric or oracle, they'd be level 2. It'd be a level 2 spell. Yeah, so 3.
Thank you,
If they're
Mr.
made by a
Spock.
ranger, it'd be higher.
Thank you, Mr. Spock.
2d8 plus. Oh, yeah. What's your chance that it made it by a ranger?
Some ranger.
A ranger made
Well,
this
hey,
spell.
it's got fungus
potions.
on it. It might be. It's.
That is true. It does have fungus on it. It's pretty funny. Okay, so you find the potions. You have left the poor weed whip locked in a room because it doesn't know what a door is,
Yeah.
because it's a plant.
Well, I'm interested.
What are you doing now?
You defeated it.
I'm interested in that
You
ring.
did. I'll
because-
give you the experience because you walked in one door and out of another.
Since I have the cloak of protection, I guess I'll take myself out of running for the
I
ring.
am efficient.
Oh,
Yeah, my
you said it gives a ring
AC's
of protection plus
My
1.
my AC's pretty crap compared to Tatia's, and
Well,
Alexander's
my
got the
AC's
cloak, so it doesn't
My
work for
C's
him.
crap because I don't wear armor, but yeah.
Right.
The rings of protection add armor AC, because if it does, it's not going to stack with your armor, right?
It's not an armor AC; it's an enhancement AC, right?
Yeah.
Or no, it's a deflection bonus, isn't it? Which might stack with your. No, your cloak is a deflection as well, right? So I think it doesn't stack with your
Well,
cloak.
the cloak's just for saves. Yeah, it's a deflection bonus for the ring.
Okay.
Okay, then you're okay. You don't have a deflection, so you're good. Anyone can wear it. Who wants the ring of protection +1?
What's
Me,
a
yeah.
deflection?
Who?
It's
It's
a +1 that
magically
doesn't come from armor.
deflecting stuff from you.
It's what?
It's like a shield.
It'll increase your armor class by 1.
That's what you mean is deflection. Is it? I thought you meant it was something that kept a person from potentially being able to use it.
No,
No,
so the concept, Anita, is if you have like a armor class bonus, and then you cast a spell that gives you another armor class bonus, they do not stack. But if you have an
Yeah, you
armor
take
class
the
bonus from
largest.
armor and a deflection bonus from a spell, those do stack and your
okay.
AC goes up. So that's the concept, right? Like bonuses of the same kind don't stack. They're only the biggest one counts.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
so the concept here is like I have an armor bonus, and if you add a dodge bonus and a enhancement bonus and a like all those stack up and your AC can get like huge. So you have like a armor class bonus, and I think you might have a shield bonus if you have a shield. A deflection bonus might be able to add on to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So technically you could use this ring, but your AC is the highest in the group already.
I
So
don't
you could
necessarily need it.
you could totally roll for it if you wanted, like, hey, that's something that'll make me like
I love the idea that you're rolling for this. I'd much rather you negotiated it out.
I'm the one that opens doors, and I'm just like not selfish, but I'm thinking my AC's like other than Alexander's, mine's the worst, and I'm the one that opens doors first. So I wanted it because I'm squishy.
Yeah, I mean,
Right?
yeah, I could give up the
I mean,
cloak for it, but I will
Buligup
just.
doing okay for armor class.
I honestly don't even know what his is. Is he okay then?
He's 18 now. He bought
Oh.
himself a shield in town when he learnt the feat that let him wield his glaive one-handed.
Awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
He actually plans ahead. You know, it's almost like he's got someone smart running him. That's great.
While I've got mage armor,
It's almost like he's got a plan, right?
All right. Cool. So
So between you and Kiernan for the ring.
Do you want to roll for it, or do I get it, or what do you want to do?
Asking you if you want the ring with,
sorry,
or
it
whether
blacked
you want
out,
to let
and
him
I
have it.
still thought. Okay, never mind. All right. No, I don't want the ring. That's fine.
Okay.
Woo! Kiernan gets the ring
Awesome.
of protection +1.
I'm much
So
more.
now what you doing, troops?
I'm much more able to open up doors.
Now
as a
that we've
frontline
looted,
fighter
I think
now.
we go to the elevator.
To the elevator.
Yep.
Okie dokie. So
I will
that's
remove that
party
from
as a
the party
whole.
loot list. then.
Gathering in the elevator.
And that's a deflection bonus thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. So you're good. There's not much else adds deflection. Boom. Everyone is in the elevator.
I will attempt to attach the coupling to the.
Would you like a description again of the elevator?
Sure.
Oh, fun. He puts me
Yes,
right
you
by the
know.
panel. Is it? I'm gonna connect the
It's been a while
power
since you've
coupling
been
of the
in
flux
here,
capacitor.
honestly. This unlit circular room is empty, save for a panel of controls on the wall to the northwest. A coil of tubes dangling from the left side of the panel periodically flashes with sparks, while a singular square window on the panel blinks with several lines of strange writing. So I believe you actually read Androphen and know that they say Deck 4 Engineering, Deck 3 Science, Deck 2 Crew, Deck 1 Docking, warning elevator offline, please contact maintenance.
Right, and this should be the Deck 3 Science or whatever, so I will attempt to.
Does it indicate where we're at currently?
We're on Deck 3 Science.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
I will attempt to replace the coupling and connect the cable back up or whatever.
Okay, it will take an action. Make me a knowledge engineering check, please.
That I should be able to do because I'm even better than last time I was here. 24.
That's pretty good, actually. While you're fixing it, you take 2 points of electricity damage as the electrical cables just zap you a little bit.
Bastard.
Is that something that
However,
happens
once
all of a
you're
sudden, or does
connected-
that happen over time?
What?
The electricity. The reason I ask is I have resistance to electricity.
So the thing he's got is a coupling for the electric cable. He's basically connecting an electric cable and he gets shot.
He's like
Okay.
R2D2.
Cool. So it happens all at one time. It's not like over time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all on that.
Well, if I knew you were immune to electricity, I would have let you do it. Jeez.
Electricity?
I'm not immune, but I have a huge resistance. Cold and electricity,
that's
I'm
nice.
resistant to.
That's
That's because
super
I mean
weird.
the area I'm at is constantly hitting with lightning and very cold. So that's where I live.
Sure. I'm sure if I moved to Alaska where it's got lots of lightning and very cold, I'd get immune to that too.
Or you die.
Hey, I didn't say immune. I have resistance 5 for both. So
Okay, so the lights on the panel seem to kind of wink alive again and stop blinking. The warning light goes out, so it no longer says contact maintenance.
So let's see. We can't go to. I think it's the flight deck or whatever was the one that was.
There
broken?
is crew and docking. It's engineering, science, crew, and docking.
So engineering will give us more access to what's around us, but crew has more fat loots. That's
Right.
my
Engineering's probably where we need to go to fix the torch, but you want to try and tap the crew button and see if it'll go?
But crew has more opportunity for our profit until we fix torch.
So
I'm
is
just
crew,
saying.
are these all on different decks? Sorry, I'm trying to get a grasp of where these are all at.
Yes,
Yeah.
different decks.
So crew is on deck 4.
We're on deck 3.
Why are you laughing at me?
Twitch.
reading
Yeah,
chat.
Twitch chat. Yep.
Twitch says, put on your rubber shoes of grounding. Who the fuck ventures without proper PPE? And then we have rubbers are always important.
That's great.
Oh, the peanut
Right.
gallery.
See, I'm
Peanut
resistant
gallery.
to I am resistant to electricity.
What happens if we try and push crew?
Rubbers are always
Okay, you press deck 2 crew, and a sign lights up in Androphen, which you can read, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I can as well.
Which says, the deck you have selected is offline. Please select and make another selection.
I'm guessing we're going to have to go for engineering, but you want to try the other non-engineering one?
Docking.
Yeah, docking. I could use a spaceship.
Sure.
Again, it says, the deck you have selected is offline. Please make another selection.
Let's go to engineering. I think I know what that means because I have knowledge engineering.
What does Androphen for railroad spell? I mean, I forget. I just
What can I say? There are no lower decks here. This ship's buried in the ground.
Oh, what's left of it?
Which parts of the ship do you think got buried the hardest? Hooray for docking.
That's right. We docked.
I pressed
with
the
ground.
engineering button.
Okay. The room you're in as a whole lurches and rises upwards.
Does it make a lot of noise as it lurches so that
No, it's
people are
quite
coming?
quiet,
Okay.
honestly. It's quite quiet.
I expect like vegetable people, so I'm still ridding my bow. I'm gonna be like at the back of the
Nobody
elevator,
likes
waiting to
those
thwack when the doors open.
Vegetable people
At
is
the back
so
of the elevator,
I'm
level.
waiting
paranoid.
to whack.
Engineering is probably pink-haired lady and crew and mutant cargo robots or something.
Oh, geez.
Mutant cargo robots.
With pink mohawks.
I like that.
Black. It's
cargo
what
robots.
Shadowrun was, right? It was either black trench coat or pink mohawk, right?
Right.
All right.
Light elevator music starts playing overhead.
Girl from Ipanema.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. It's amazing.
What was that show?
Do, 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 do.
The Outbreak one where every time they were in that compound, every time they did transitions, when the zombies would come running, there would be just this horrible elevator music playing on it, and it was
They should have played the Benny Hill thing. Because Benny Hill music,
ooh.
everything better. Oh wow, listen.
How do I summon
Big.
you?
Oh,
Everyone,
there we are.
There we go.
everyone on the podcast that's listening to audio, like I like to do, should go to the Roll20 and check out the. Should go to Twitch and
Nice
check out
map.
the video. This is quite an amazing map.
Ah,
This is a
yes.
nice
Nick's,
map.
It is a
Nick's
nice
explaining
map.
docking maneuvers to us.
Yeah.
But just a warning to all the players. Don't metagame. All we see are a wide phalanx of doors. We don't see beyond that.
Yeah, you just see some doors.
Like
La, la,
kryptonite
la.
barrier and yeah.
So after maybe 10, 15 seconds of rising up,
I'm rising up.
the doors open. And I need a description.
Engineering
In a
level.
moment.
Thank you, computer.
And in a moment,
so
and I'll
nice.
get you a description. It's a medical robot. I don't need that.
Sure.
I hope you don't need that, because those are the Hellraiser guys with the point sticky fingers that stab me all the time.
They are.
but
I've been
those
touched
guys.
inappropriately by 2 of those son of a bitches.
At
I
least they
plan
only
on filing
injected
an HR
sedatives.
complaint.
They could inject you with numenarian fluids, and then you'd be.
Give them a sedative. All right.
A cloying animalistic stink fills the air of this hemispherical room.
Oh, meatbag smell.
To the north and south, curved ramps lead up to hallways leading out of the room, while several doors sit in the east wall. Flickering lights flash and strobe on the ceiling, and the grey metal walls are scorched, dented, and partially broken in places, exposing colourful wires or metallic struts within. 4 mounds of rubble, cloth, and bones lie scattered around the room.
Now, really? So, cloth, metal, and bones? Like, does it look like enough for a person each, or is this like organized by somebody that's collected bodies?
Somebody probably gathered up the rubble from this level there. Oh,
Ooh.
rat doggy thingies.
Nasty little ratses.
Wait, how did I get to the front of the group? This is wrong.
Oh, sorry. I just picked up the whole group. You can reorganize yourself if you want.
Wizards don't travel in front.
Wizards never die. They're just physically inconvenienced.
Feel free to reorganize yourselves in the elevator, and we will go.
No.
Nice to hear you.
I like Alexander in the front because he's jamming to the the song, man. Elevator music.
What are these?
We'll have a little initiative, please.
Son of a
I need to move Nicodemus so I can move me.
Yes, sorry. I needed to move the turn order thing. Beep.
16.
Good.
Are you cool there?
Sure.
Cool.
You cool.
I have godlike initiative. Why I have not rolled over a 3 for 3 sessions.
What do you consider gods?
I have a +7 to initiative, and I roll shit. God, I thought I'd be like, oh yeah, I get to get sneak attack off first because people aren't able to move at the beginning. No.
Remember the good old days when he'd give us a
natural
silver piece
1,
when he
natural
failed
2.
things?
Yeah.
When you fail
I should be
things.
used to failure by now. I'm sad.
Oh.
Hold on. Let me move that turn.
I don't have all the
way
loving pets that
over.
Anita has. I'm sad.
So are these like
my
dogs or?
Zoo here, huh?
I'll explain them in a moment. I need to roll for Samville and Buligup. Hold on.
That's right. Samville has a +19 to initiative or something like that.
Buligup got a 12. Oh, he's not sickened anymore. Hold on. Let me remove his sickened condition.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is no longer sickened, which means he actually has a 14. So I'll adjust that. Hold on.
But his dex is 6, so he goes faster than these rat guys, right?
He's pretty fast, yes.
Rat dogs.
And Sandville is going on rat dogs.
Rat dogs.
Sandville is on a 13. All right. let's do this, people.
Thylacine? Thylacine. That sounds like a
Oh
psychotropic drug, man.
no, thylacines. That's Tasmanian tigers.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not good. Thankfully, they're only
That is
medium
exactly
size.
what it is. So as the doors open to this room, you notice that there are creatures here, cat-like creatures with stripy pelts and whiskers that jut from a long muzzle filled with sharp teeth. As soon as the door opens, they growl and approach. So, Alexander, it's you.
Looks like I'm going to be wearing a new cloak at the end of this.
Do I have line of sight on one of them since I'm in the back
Where are
here?
you?
In the back of the elevator?
Well, draw me a line. Let's see. Do I need to draw a line?
I was trying to draw a line in it.
Do you guys see the line? Do you guys see the sick line I just drew?
Yeah, that's a great line. That's the kind of line.
bullshit
Okay.
line.
I'm gonna go with.
I like the one that
I want
looks
to
like
more
it's
of like
free
a
line.
measuring
Keep
kind of
pace.
line.
Yeah.
I don't have the ruler thing. I couldn't find it. Where the hell is it?
It's the circle with the little stick coming out of it that's kind of jagged because it's
Yeah, but
a
I have
ruler.
snap to center, snap to corners, no snap.
Yeah, just
That's
click
what
on
it
it,
does.
click on it, and then click on the thing and drag.
Like so.
Oh well,
yeah.
that's fucking intuitive. What the?
Why do I see you, well, Alexander? Why do I see you in two separate places?
I don't know.
I see you in the back. What the hell, man? You all ninja'd out of that shit.
I see you at the bottom left corner of the elevator, but also at the left corner of the elevator. That's weird.
I see him
you
bottom
and
left.
the tiger in two separate places.
This is where
I'm
I
behind
see
the
him. I'm
tiger.
pinging him. I see him
Yeah.
right in this square.
That's
Okay,
where I see me.
I also see him down
That's-
here where I'm
No,
starting
that's
this line.
Tatia.
That's
I see Tatia.
I see
We
Tatia
swapped
at the
places
front.
because I started out in front and I'm like, wizards don't travel in the front of the party.
Yeah, currently where you are, you can't see anything. You'd have to move
Okay,
to be
I
able to
will
see out the
hold
door.
my action to cast acid splash on one when it comes into range or into view.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Someone.
you're holding your action to cast acid splash.
Billy
Yeah.
got disintegrated. I don't know where he went. He just disappeared.
Oh, Buligup got deleted with your line.
What?
Ugh,
Shit.
hold on.
That's what you get for cleaning up.
Ah, sorry.
That is what I get for trying to tidy.
In
Hold
my
on, let me fetch him from
in
the-
my defense, that no snapping thing did not make sense to be like a ruler effect.
Buligup has returned. And he has, what did we say, 14 for Buligup?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he goes after. No, he goes
Okay.
first. He goes before. Yeah. He was fast initiative.
He
I like
was
that it's
super
always the
quick,
tiger
Buligup.
rather than Tatia in the turn order.
Right, that's because Wit always clicks the tiger instead of.
Tiger,
Well,
burning bright.
That's metagame gift and assistant right there. That's great. She wants to.
Because technically her tiger probably has higher initiative.
Exactly, which just
Yeah.
she's smart. We just like, oh yeah, she doesn't know the rules. Well, no, she's playing us. That's what's happening.
Really? Who just drew a pair of tits on the board? That was Wit.
Yeah.
Wit.
Those are nice. I'd rather see the real.
Why are there boobs on my map?
I'd rather see the real thing. Just saying.
Why aren't there boobs on your map sometimes? I mean,
I guess that's true. Why aren't there boobs on my map?
You
guessing
know
Wit
that's
just
a
found the drawing tools.
criticism.
All games made better with breasticles.
fun game could use more boobs.
Fun game could use more boobs. That's nice.
I'm just
Thanks.
saying.
And now we've got some.
Freehand a nice set of boobs.
They're pretty nice. They're pretty good.
Tits or didn't happen.
I mean that thylacine right there is incredibly happy to have them.
Yeah, they're marsupials.
Drawing boobs on my map. Hall's laughing at your boob.
Thanks.
Now that's not fair at all. That's not a safe space act.
Oh, I'm sorry. At your artistic rendition.
You mean the
of boobs.
artistic rendition? Oh, okay, that's different.
Okay, Buligup.
Now, for the record, I'm not laughing at your boobs. Just saying.
It's okay. I don't know how to get rid of them though.
Don't worry about it.
Buligup charges out and attacks the thylacine in the boobs.
Is that a straight? That's not a straight charge though, right?
It's not a charge; it's a move. Buligup uses his glaive to attack the thylacine.
Can he use? Can he be one square away and have it be the
He could
reach?
be. He could be, yes, if that's what you want him to have. Yes, he can do that.
No, he's not my guy. I just wanted to remind you it's a reach.
Hey, he's everyone's guy.
I would think he would have far away, and then when they get close, he'd pull it in. You know what I mean? Like to give one more
He's going to
attack.
stay there and attack. Okay, so he stops 10 feet away and attacks the thylacine.
Yeah, and then when it moves one square closer, I don't know if he gets an attack of opportunity on.
Buligup rolls a 28, doing 9 points of damage with his glaive.
Shizzle.
The thylacine doesn't even get a chance to move.
We're eating good.
It is just
We're eating good tonight, guys.
cut in half by his wonderful glaive. Aha! Take this, cat, dog, monkey thing!
Do you guys remember when he was doing like max 2-3 points of damage tops? You guys remember that?
He's added a couple of feats since then that are optimized for making him actually a good character.
Well, you know, he's like useful now. It's just saying, like, hey, go, go
You
green,
remember,
man.
this character was
Run for
originally
his money.
designed for Char to play him.
That's true. That's true. Which,
Okay.
you know, all things that can, you know, hopefully we can see him play sometime soon. So I understand.
Hopefully. I mean, he was up last week, the week before with Brittany. And he'll be back in February. So
Glad
who
his wife is doing better.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's doing good. She's getting through it. It's a tough thing, but she's making it through. Okay. Wit,
How do I get rid of
what's
the
going
boobs?
on?
Nicodemus.
How do I get
Wow,
rid of
wait
the boobs?
Witademus, I'll try and do that while you.
Okay, because I really can't, and I don't want. Thank you.
Oh, no,
Well, we still have Areola on the.
It's the nipple.
Is Areola a difficult terrain? Just asking for a
How do
friend.
I would
Get
say
rid of them.
so. I would say you touch your double movement to pass through that because you're too busy fondling at them.
Yeah, that's fair. I will do that.
Shit.
Well, did you ever think that pepperoni is really just the areola of the pizza?
No,
Really?
no.
That's why
Never.
it's so delicious.
Really? No, but you put pineapple on your
That's
pizza. Rado.
that's almost as crazy as thinking pineapple's a legit topping on a pizza. You know. Hippie.
Oh no!
No, what you need is lutefisk and haggis pizza with kimchi. It's my
Oh, Jesus.
it's my ethnic
Is that a
atrocity dish.
Is that a thing they do at that place, Tisley's?
No.
It sounds like
Even
something I
even
would go
Norway
for.
doesn't put that on pizza.
Hipsters love kimchi.
Norway doesn't even do that on pizza because Italy would attack. They would resurrect Mussolini's body and they would just attack. It would just.
Thing has a regular sauce for lutefisk.
Yes.
Which is never the right decision.
I can get lutefisk tacos at Slippery Pig, and the Marina Market actually has the frozen lutefisk TV dinners, so I can send you all
Frozen
Christmas next
lutefisk.
year.
Frozen
Could they make lutefisk even worse? Yes, apparently they can.
frozen lutefisk TV dinners.
Yeah, I can send you that for Christmas next
White
year.
fish treated with lye. The first
Yeah.
step is soaking the stockfish in cold water for
Yep.
5 to 6 days. The saturated stockfish is then soaked in an unchained solution of cold water and lye for an additional 2 days. It is gelatinous in texture.
Yeah,
Right,
every
so-
year the local church does a lutefisk feed. Well, it's lutefisk and meatball dinner, and 2 weeks is the Sons of Norway Hall's lutefisk dinner, but I can't go because that's the same night as Strange Brewfest. So
Jesus. You guys get through a lot of lutefisk. I mean, what did that fisher? I mean, if it's tilapia, I understand, but you know.
well, and Viking Fest they always do a lutefisk eating contest.
Is this
where
supposed
they
to
watch
be
someone.
like
Is that where they watch people try to eat lutefisk?
No, it's see who gets pickled in their own juices as they eat it.
is this supposed to be like the Australian Vegemite?
It's
No, Vegemite's not that bad compared to lutefisk. Take
It's
that
what
to
you
the
used to
bank.
do with your
Wait, next time you're down, I have a jar of Marmite that Nick bought me. I'll let you
That's the
try
same.
it.
It's the same thing, right? It's Vegemite and Vegemite. Yeah,
Mhm.
I've had Marmite in Australia. It's not horrible, but lutefisk lye is used to clean pipes and plumbing.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
you have
And
to
it strips
reconstitute
floors
it
and
with lye.
basements. Yeah, but it's
Because you've air dried the fish, and then when you reconstitute, you got to soak it in the lye to soften it back up, and soda ash from your fireplace.
yeah, it turns fish into a protein gelatin. It's Soylent Green of fish. It just
I mean, some
yeah.
of these
It's
pictures
like-
I'm looking at, it almost looks like mashed potatoes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Walter
Yeah.
White
You can put a
uses
white
it.
sauce on it, and it's fine, you know.
Walter White uses lye to remove witnesses. It just is you don't eat that.
That chef's special sauce
Yeah.
thing.
You know, maybe that's how you can get away with it. Maybe you're a big lutefisk fan, and so you just happen to have fuckloads of lye. It's not to get rid of the bodies.
I'm Norwegian and I will not eat lutefisk. Take that to the bank.
I've had several people tell me that good lutefisk is slightly better than warm vomit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say good lutefisk is slightly better than being shot in the testicles. I suspect.
That's right.
It's not bad if done well, but
That's why I have a Kevlar codpiece, Hal. Just saying.
Wait, what you doing?
All right, so we've got Buligup, and now it's
Look at
Nicodemus.
the
Nicodemus'
destroyer.
turn.
He's killed
So-
one already.
So Nicodemus can go 1.
It's not Nicodemus. It's Wit and Nicodemus.
Oh, she's not separate. Oh, okay. Yeah.
no,
whichever one
she
you wanna
goes
go
at the
first.
same time as the tiger.
She can go straight
Wait,
out.
Where you going?
she can.
Oh, wait.
1, 2. Oh,
Really? Really?
Lightning
With
bolt.
a shitty line appearing.
cast lightning bolt.
Hold on.
Really?
I'm sorry.
I cast phantasmal image of giant boobs.
3.
All right, that's funny.
3.
You go right on the
Hold
tail of
on.
that one below you.
1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm gonna and then ha!
Ha! You're gonna stab it with your star knife?
Yeah. So I'm gonna pull
Do
it
it.
out. And I'm gonna make
Pull it
them
out.
super. You know what I'm talking about. My
It's gonna
stuff.
whoosh you on it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
A star
But you do star knife. You can do star knife melee or ranged, right?
I can, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it melee. So right
Except-
next to him, I pull out my star knife and I slice.
Do it.
Do it.
Roll
It's,
it.
actually,
Let's
it's
go.
almost like she should get a +1 morale bonus on melee attacks because her morning star is so much more sick, but she's doing this for like religious effect, like
religious reasons.
That's right.
You just got to dedicate all your kills to your god. I used to do that with Gorham to Desmond.
Well, come on. She also hits more reliably with the star knife than she does with the morning star.
Is that true?
Did you just roll a? What did
a
you just do?
D4?
That's not right.
Wait a minute.
You need to
Roll your
click. Go
star
to your
knife weapon
character.
attack.
Have you slept since last session?
Hold on. Here.
Apparently not well.
I'm still messing with that menu over here.
There we go. A 16
Ooh.
to hit with 6 damage. That looks a little better. What the hell is that?
4d4.
I,
That chart.
I would like
Play
to
with
roll.
the dice roller on the
Oh, you're playing with the rolling chart on the side.
fudge
See
dice.
what you're doing. Let me check that thylacines hit point. Oh, it's if you've hit it and you do 6
piercing.
damage, you hit it squarely. It yelps and backs away from you. It's not dead, but it's not very well.
So
it's limping slightly away.
So they have somewhere between 7 and 9 hit points.
Are you using my description to figure out how many hit points my shit has?
Yeah, Captain Metagame here.
Yes, as a character, I mean a player, yes. As a character, no.
Captain Metagame, I like that.
Until I get my little Dragon Ball Z power meter, I can't do that in character.
So your tiger runs out next to you and attacks the same one?
Yes. Well, you said he moved back. Is he still going to be in that square?
Oh well, he's going to have to be. He's going to be in the square next to you because otherwise he's going to take an attack of opportunity from the thylacine. Actually, they've not gone yet, so he's not going to do that. But
Yeah.
No, I was saying, you said, what are the names of these rat creatures again?
Thylacines.
Thylacine. They're actually cat creatures.
Cat creatures.
They're
Okay.
technically, they're not even cats. They're technically marsupial.
Yeah.
Oh, you weren't kidding about that. They're really
No,
No,
it's
Giant-
actually a marsupial.
Giant rabbits with sharp, pointy teeth.
no,
Like a
New
big
Zealand wanted to
wombat
prove it had
creature.
weird things too.
Right.
And how do you spell the name for them?
Thylacine. Thylacine.
Doesn't
Thylacine. Ah, that's what you're saying. Okay, gotcha.
Doesn't matter. 2 more rounds. They're spelled DEAD.
Is it my funny accent?
Nice.
They
Nice.
spelled new jacket.
Okay, cool. So yes, I would like the cat to come up next to me. And then I would like my cat to
Stab a thylacine.
Yeah.
Buckle, bounce, bite.
there we go. I thought I had his window open. Oof.
Cat goes for a
Tiger
bite.
floating.
Arrgh, cat noise. I should connect a soundboard to this so I can play sounds.
You know what? If I use my disguise self ability to turn into an Asian restaurant owner, will they have to roll a fear save? Just asking.
They're only a little bit of a cat.
Well, these could be
Ooh,
other
there we go. That's a claw.
Thylacines or
15 hits and a 4 will kill him.
Meow meow kung pao.
He is dead. The only problem
Nicodemus
with
takes
these
his
is they
paw
don't-
back and he's like,
don't know
looks
if
at
they-
it to lick it and then puts it back down and kind of wipes it
Nice.
to the ground.
Oh, he doesn't like it. That's bad.
I don't like
Okay, my thylacines get to go.
So
There
I
might
wonder
be
if
a-
these
there
are
might be a-
terrestrial.
Yeah, there might be a half Nicodemus, half Thysine. Like depends. If
One
there's
of
a
them
mating-
closes on Bully.
Oh,
Technically, as it moves out of his 10-foot range, he gets to hit it.
Ah. Nice.
okay.
So hang on a second. Buligup's
Reach
character
weapon
sheet is
for the win.
good. He has an attack of opportunity here as it moves in on him. He
Damn.
swings with his glaive for
Oh,
a 17,
Stab.
11 slashing damage, and it grinds to a halt at his feet.
Oh, nice.
Dead.
Go
Damn,
frog,
Buligup,
go.
Buligup is being MVP again, man. Look at that.
There's a thylacine closes in on Tatia, and it is going to have a go.
Oh, good luck hitting her.
It's going to have a go. Going for a bite. A 12 doesn't even dent her armor.
I
And,
laugh.
Nice.
was that just a magic thing shoot across the screen?
Maybe. Should like a wear thylacine if you've got that.
Shoot wide an area effect spell. Just asking.
There it goes. Thylacine still fighting Tatia, but missing badly. Sandville, he'll even get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He gets to here, next to the tiger, but can't actually get to the thylacine. Kiernan, it's you.
Okay, well, I am gonna move here. Do I see anything? I see this guy in front of Tatia, right? Do I see anybody
You
else?
see the thylacine. You see a number of doors. You do not see anything else.
All right. Well, if he's there, I'm gonna thwack him with a bow because I had that out.
Great.
Legolas. 25 to hit.
Oh, nice. You
Now,
hit squarely
I don't know.
in its shoulder.
Now, this is Pathfinder, so do I get sneak if it's engaged in melee? Or is that 5e?
No, you only get it if you're flanking it, which is on the opposite side of it, or it's denied its dexterity bonus to armor class.
Roger that. So 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage.
Otherwise, you get the minus,
It's a square shot deep into the shoulder muscle, and it starts to kind of curl its paw up. Alexander, it's you, cowering in the back of the elevator.
Well,
What's the threat range on the combo?
I guess I'll move out and try and hit it with my prepared spell or my cantrip,
Sure, do it.
because
Here, man, take some acid.
I will not hit it. I'm guessing though.
What?
8 to hit will not.
An
probably
8
do it.
will not hit it.
It is a
Oh, I
touch,
didn't think
but you
these
know,
things. Oh, is it touch? Hold on, let me
yeah,
check.
range
I
touch.
don't think an 8 will hit it.
Doubt it. Doubt it.
Probably not.
Touch AC is no, it's not. Buligup sighs, walks around the whole group to here and attempts to kill it with his glaive. What's this, cat dog?
Man, that's not an attempt. That's a success.
27 to hit.
Of course,
With
it's got
a
at least
6
7 hit points.
damage. Destroys
I hit him for some points too.
Oh, that's right.
the thylacine.
Well, that was quick and silent, at least.
You did pretty well. That was a very short fight.
Yeah.
Want to make perception checks?
Sure.
I do. 21.
That 21 is good.
Androids are perceptive.
God damn.
All those extra senses coming
I
out
have
of you, but
awesome perception. I have the highest in the group, and I've been doing crap.
You sure about that?
I have a plus 11? No, plus 10 to perception.
Why is yours then D20
No,
plus 7?
no, plus perception is plus 7. Well, a natural one's not going to help me much, but a natural one's not an automatic failure, but still. One kind of hurts.
so Tatia and Alexander hear the sounds of groups of people moving behind the doors out of this room with a kind of gestures for everyone to stop. And you stop and listen. It doesn't actually seem like they're coming your way or that they heard that fight as you got off the elevator because you were so darn fast.
Are they any particular door we think that might be coming from, or?
You think the very northern door, this guy way up here, and the very southern door, way down here.
Okay, well, I am
But-
switching to melee now.
Oh.
So I'm pulling out both my weapons and stowing my bow.
Up or down?
Where you
guys?
going?
So I hate to do this,
Oh,
guys.
Bill, are
but
you okay?
It's
It's
midnight here.
Bill, it's like 1 o'clock for you,
Yeah,
right?
and I've got my brother and sister-in-law from
I was just about to
Indianapolis
say,
here.
now is a good time.
Yeah.
Do you want to search this room
Sure.
first?
Absolutely.
And that way we'll do the final bit.
I would love to search
Let's
this room.
see. I could put 30 silent.
I mean, I
There's,
think
there's
that
nothing in here anyway.
Well, there's piles of bone and cloth and
Yep.
rock.
I feel I'm the more skullduggery type, so even though I have a pretty good perception, I'm going to let others search the room, maybe take 20 while I cover the doors.
So you also realize that this whole deck, now you've had a chance to kind of gather yourself, there's a low thundering sound, like a low rumble. So from now on, everybody's perception is at a -5 penalty.
Oh, lovely. Is that
Well-
just for listening perception, or?
Yes, anything to do with hearing.
Well, I mean, you know what? It's fine by me because that means it's also -5 to others.
So what do you bet this lower thing looks like it's got to collapse in, the upper tunnel looks open. I bet that goes to that other door we can't open.
So we have a
What you looking about, boy?
-5 to perception.
Yeah.
Yeah, for just while you're on this floor because there's a background noise.
A
Okay,
big engineering noise.
and it's only for hearing things, right?
Yeah, but it's okay. We'll apply that as we
Isaac,
go.
sweetie, what is it? Come in.
Oh, Isaac, sweetie. So that you don't find anything hidden in this room. So if you want to call it, we'll do XP.
Sure. There's nothing like there's no recently dead bodies in these piles.
Nothing of import is here.
Okay, fair enough. All right, let's
Recently dead bodies were not
So,
responsible for.
thylacines. Somebody keeping track?
Are you talking to him?
Gordon, you got
Sure.
that, man?
Yeah, see if you can
Yep.
say that over there tomorrow.
Thylacines, 4 of them met.
Thylacines, 4, 200 experience each. That's 800 experience.
Sorry, buddy.
Okay, and weed whip.
Weed whip. Where are you, weed whip?
Whip
You
it
are
good.
on the
Dun, dun, dun,
previous
dun,
section.
Bow,
Weed whip.
bow.
Weed whip. Where are you? There he is. Weed whip 1, 600 experience.
Ooh.
Additionally, you've got additional experience for starting the elevator,
Sweet.
which is, where are you, elevator? Oh, I forgot what room it is. 9.
which we pretty much had to do to continue.
Elevator. You get an additional blah 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 blah. Text. 1,200 experience for starting the elevator.
Whoa.
Wow.
Hold on, I thought you said
Giving you a
600.
grand total
1,200.
1,200 for starting the elevator.
Gotcha.
Any other miscellaneous for all our, carting a
Nope,
box
you already
back
got
and forth?
experience for you already got experience for turning that off, if I recall.
Oh yeah.
So what are you
Well,
at?
We did role playing BS of covering our tracks, coming up with a cover
Yeah,
story.
you did good.
I didn't know if that was counting as like any kind of storyline XP.
Minus 50 XP for wasting house time.
Sure. 2,600 is that thing?
Yeah, 650 split 4 ways.
650 to everybody.
Okay,
That
so
was
just
Mr. Buligup.
so we had the weed whip. There was one of those for 600. Starting the elevator was 1,200. And what were the other things?
And then
4
The
silos.
200
thylacines
each
were
for
how
each
much
of the
each?
200.
Okay,
And
thylacine
there
and
was 4
four
of
of
them.
them, and they were at 200.
Yeah,
Okay.
thing was just gonna
Mhm.
catalog them and then like give us the divvy up. I mean,
Yeah.
Did 650, you say?
Yeah. So that I think
So
that
you
puts us
should
at
be at.
6653.
Are you on?
6653 out of 9,000.
That's what I'm. Yeah, that's what I've got. 6653. How close are you to the next level?
Like 2,500.
It was so
9,000
much.
is
It was so much better than my Skull and Shackles game.
so we only got 650.
50.
Okay,
Yeah, each.
okay, gotcha. 6653.
Which is still pretty cool.
6653.
3.
So then we
Next
are
is 9,000.
what is that? 347.
So Kiernan did
300 only.
Kiernan did not score any of
Not
the
as bad.
potions from what you guys had gathered up, right?
Hmm. Oh,
The cure light potions you guys divvied up, and
or the
Kiernan did
masterwork.
not get one because he wasn't there, right?
Oh, the earlier one. Well, we
Earlier
had
when from the warehouse, right? You guys were searching the
Mhm.
warehouse of the dead rope fists. That's fine. He wasn't there, but you guys had cure lights, and you gave one to Buligup, and each of you had one. I thought there was 4. Who got the 4th?
I'd assume that'd go to you, but
I don't
Light
know.
wounds.
I
thought
don't know.
everybody got a cure light wounds, but then you got 3 cure moderates too.
yeah.
So I don't have any potions on me at all. So I don't know if
Oh.
I got one or not. So who has them all? Let's ask that.
Okay, so we
Buligup
talked
has
about from the belt
one cure
pouch.
Well, we
Yeah.
got some off
Buligup
the.
had one cure.
The
I
belt
assume you
pouch,
all
we
got a
had the
cure
fungus
light
covered
wounds,
potion
all-
vials, and there were 3 of them. And then we had the potion of cure moderate wound.
Right.
Yeah,
So
so you
there's
have 3
4
cure
total.
moderate wounds potions.
Right. But these were earlier ones we got off the rope fists. He was talking
Yes, you have 4 cure light wounds and 3 cure moderates.
Right. I have nothing. So I don't know if I should or not. It's up to you guys. Who has them? Let's ask that.
I mean, I had one before already, still too. So,
Your choice, people. Where are they going?
I think we'd probably give you the extra cure light to Kiernan that we divvied up in the warehouse, and then
Okay.
probably
Okay.
you, Tatia, and Buligup for the moderate because you're the frontline people.
Okay. I wrote
And
down.
the other option is that Tatia can always cure herself or cure because she can cast cures.
True. Well, I've got
But then
3
you don't have
cure
any
lights.
hit points. So you don't have any hit points, so a moderate wounds is probably wasted on you, right?
On
So
me?
you take a cure light and I take a
Yeah,
cure
because
moderate?
you're a wizard, you only have like 5 hit points.
I've got like 19 now.
That's a lot of hit points for a wizard.
Yeah.
Push and bench. All right, we'll call it here.
Sounded good.
Sounds good.
Thanks everyone. Awesome.
All right.
Awesome good fun.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Visit the Patreon, the website, the social media junk. Go to the Discord. There's actually conversation, believe it or not. You should all go and listen and chat and Oh, we should also check how much beer we've drunk. Hold on, let's see. See who's the drunkest.
Actually,
Drunk tells me that Bill is the drunkest at 5 drinks.
that's fair. I had 2 golden drocks, probably about 3 fingers of the
It says
Arbalor
you had
16.
2 golden dracks, 1 hop slam ale, 1
yeah.
Abalor 16, and 1 Carvey cold brewed whiskey.
Correct.
Nice. And drink. I think it'd be nice if people drank with us.
Oh yeah, they should chime in. Like Nick, T Vegan, are you drinking like I don't know what, like a
a
kale,
nice cold Topo Chico.
a kale
Topo
smoothie?
Chico.
Kale
He'll
He'll
be
smoothie?
a
be
Topo
drinking
Chico.
Topo Chico curled up with his kitty cat Ford.
Thank you, Veyron. Say bye to Veyron.
Hi, everyone.
Ah!
All right, kid. I'm going to stop the recording. Say goodnight. Night, guys.
Night.